dear beloved. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 reads, "Ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you." This verse reveals the law of resonance. Asking is vibrational. Every word you utter is a seed sent into the ether, as an encoded frequency carrying the essence of your desire. When you speak, your words ascend like luminous messengers into the unseen dimensions, into the etheric clouds of consciousness that hover above you. These clouds are living fields of divine intelligence, they reflect the words you speak. When you repeat a word like gold, its vibrations rises, spirals upward, and travel into the subtle ether as celestial clouds above, which become portals into the mind and spirit of creation. In the etheric realms, each word is a sound seed that opens portals between worlds. Through those portals, golden experiences, moments of warmth, prosperity, and radiant abundance, begin to stream down into the fabric of your timeline. The repetition of gold is a calling forth of its frequency. The more you speaks or listens to it with intention, the more your auric field aligns with its radiance. The word is an echoing boomerang, what you send into the ethers returns, magnified, and clothed in form and experiences. This is the hidden current of the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, ask, vibrate, seek, align, knock, project, and the gates of the inner world respond. Words are living entities, spiritual organisms composed of breath and light. Each carries a consciousness, a purpose, a will of its own. When you speak, you sow into the clouds seeds that return as experiences. When you speak with intention, with awareness of the sacred mechanics of sound, you command the heavens to mirror your will. To repeat a word like gold is to invoke the solar intelligence of creation, the living principle of illumination, wealth, and divine worth. When you repeat it, you harmonize your energy body with its celestial counterpart. The golden word ripples through your etheric field, awakening latent frequencies in your subconscious mind. And gradually, the unseen aligns with the seen. Synchronicities unfold. Encounters shimmer with significance. Life begins to glitter with the reflection of what was once only a word. Thus, the clouds above reflect the clouds within, the etheric mind is the divine server of creation. Whatever word we upload to it returns as a download of experiences. Ask, and it shall be given. For every word is both a request and a decree. Every utterance opens a portal, willingly or unwillingly, consciously or unconsciously. So let your speech be sacred. Speak with the knowing that each word you release is a living current that enters the river of creation. For the universe is a faithful mirror, returning what we project. And as the word gold echoes through the clouds, the heavens will part, and golden light shall descend. Ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe into the stillness. Feel the soft hum of creation surrounding you. Every thought, every word, every whisper of sound rises like a breath into the invisible heavens of your consciousness. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 was never a command to plead, but an invitation to vibrate. To speak as one who knows that words are alive, living frequencies that travel beyond the veil, circling back through the portals of light they themselves have opened. Every word you utter is a boomerang of energy. It leaves your lips like a radiant seed of sound, ascending through the etheric clouds that hold the memory of your soul. When you speak with intention, when you repeat the sacred word gold, its tone rises into those luminous clouds, unlocking portals to dimensions rich with divine light and higher symmetry. Each repetition echoes through the inner heavens, etching its frequency into the crystalline substance of creation. Slowly, the clouds begin to shimmer. Through those portals, light begins to pour, golden light, descending into your timeline, weaving golden experiences through the fabric of your reality. What you spoke returns to you, as living manifestations. You begin to see the reflection of your own voice projected back as moments of prosperity, grace, and radiant synchronicity. The word gold becomes a living messenger, a celestial architect sculpting events in harmony with its tone. Every syllable you breathe is a spark of divine consciousness, encoded with the power to shape the unseen. The ether listens. The clouds respond. Creation bends gently to the rhythm of your projection. To speak is to ask. To repeat is to seek. To send your words into the ether is to knock upon the door of the infinite. And the infinite answers in mirrored experience. Each time you speak unconsciously, words still take flight, boomerangs spiraling outward into the subtle realms, returning as reflections of what you did not mean to summon. Each time you speak with awareness, you become a priest of vibration, a keeper of the living word that creates worlds. Listen now. Somewhere in the silence above you, the word you once spoke still lives, shimmering, circling, expanding, preparing to return through the golden portals it opened. You will meet it again, as experiences, the proof that sound is spirit in motion. For every word is alive. Every sound is sacred. Every vibration you project returns home, carrying the essence of what you have become. Ask, and it shall be given, because what you project, you attract. And what you speak into the cloud becomes the light that falls as your destiny. Ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7. Breathe deeply, and feel yourself drifting into that ancient stillness that exists before sound. The realm where thought is light, and light is word. In this stillness, the meaning of the Bible verse Matthew 7:7 begins to shimmer in a new dimension. It speaks of projecting with vibration, of sending your words as living entities into the etheric heavens. Each word you speak is a seed cast into the invisible fields above you. It rises through layers of unseen light, ascending into the etheric clouds, the luminous strata of consciousness that hold the memory of every sound ever spoken. When you repeat a word like gold, you are awakening an energy that knows its own kind. The word gold spirals upward, a radiant current of divine frequency, seeking its celestial counterpart in the higher realms. There, it opens portals within the etheric clouds, gateways through which light, experience, and circumstance begin to flow. Through these portals, golden blessings begin to rain upon your timeline, events glimmering with opportunity, encounters shining with generosity, moments shimmering with prosperity. Every repetition of the word strengthens the connection, anchoring heaven's abundance into your earthly field. You are summoning its frequency into embodiment. You are harmonizing with the celestial law hidden within the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, the law of vibrational reciprocity. To ask is to project a tone. To seek is to align your consciousness with its echo. To knock is to send your word into the ether until it returns in form. And so, the word becomes a boomerang, a radiant traveler returning through the same path by which it ascended, carrying within it the essence of what you spoke. Each word is alive, a living messenger wrapped in sound, bearing the blueprint of its own manifestation. When you speak gold with awareness, you awaken its golden spirit within you. It begins to radiate through your aura, calling forth experiences that mirror its brilliance. The universe, like a sacred mirror, reflects back to you the frequency you have dared to utter with faith. But when words are spoken unconsciously, they too ascend, scattering into the clouds without direction, yet returning nonetheless. For the law of the word is impartial, every projection finds its reflection. And so, let your words be sacred. Let them move from the still point within your chest where breath becomes creation. Repeat gold as remembrance, that you are already of golden essence, a child of divine abundance. As you whisper the word, see golden light spiraling upward from your heart, flowing into the etheric clouds above, opening radiant portals through which blessings descend. See them pouring into your life like sunlight through a crystal, each beam carrying wealth, favor, and divine opportunity. This is the mystery of the word, that the heavens respond to your frequency, and what you project, you attract. Ask, and it is given, because your voice is the key. Seek, and you find, because vibration knows its source. Knock, and it opens, because your word is alive. So speak, child of the infinite, for your words are golden wings, your breath the wind that carries them, and your life the sacred mirror in which they return, transfigured into form. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out. Feel your body soften, your mind quiet. Sink deeper into the space within. A vast, luminous sky stretches above you, soft clouds glowing with etheric light. This is the realm where words ascend, where portals open, and blessings return. Inhale, whisper. Gold. Feel the golden light return. Inhale, whisper. Heaven. Serenity flows into your timeline. Inhale, whisper. Wealth. Abundance spirals back to you. Inhale, whisper. Light. Clarity illuminates every path. Inhale, whisper. Truth. Reality aligns with your divine vision. Inhale, whisper. Peace. Calmness radiates through all your experiences. Inhale, whisper. Love. Harmony and connection return. Inhale, whisper. Silver. Intuition and refined blessings flow. Inhale, whisper. Creation. Opportunities and ideas manifest effortless. Inhale, whisper. Joy. Delight, laughter, and abundance fill your life. Inhale, whisper. Crown. Confidence, authority, and magnetism return. Inhale, whisper. River. Energy, flow, and financial ease circulate freely. Inhale, whisper. Fire. Transformation and divine sequences ignite. Inhale, whisper. Temple. Stability, sanctuary, and sacred wealth anchor. Inhale, whisper. Miracle. Miracles, divine guidance, and unexpected blessings arrive. Now, continue. Inhale, whisper. Gold. Exhale, feel the golden sequences. Inhale, whisper. Heaven. Serenity returns. Inhale, whisper. Wealth. Abundance spirals. Inhale, whisper. Light. Clarity shines. Inhale, whisper. Truth. Alignment appears. After several cycles, feel the resonance of each sacred word within you. Breathe deeply. Know that the boomerangs of your vibration continue to ascend, open portals, and return. Endlessly, harmoniously, abundantly. Carry the sacred resonance with you throughout your day or night. Find a comfortable position, closing your eyes, and taking a deep, slow breath. Inhale, feeling the air fill your body. Exhale, releasing tension, allowing your mind to soften. With every breath, you sink deeper. Deeper into a space of calm, deeper into a space of inner awareness. Your body feels lighter, your mind begins to open, your spirit begins to soar. Visualize the luminous sky above you, soft clouds glowing with etheric light. This is the place where words travel, where sounds ascend, and where portals of divine manifestation open. As you breathe, know that the words you speak and the words you repeat are like living entities, like boomerangs, traveling here. They rise, and open portals, and then they return, project new experiences into your life. Golden, luminous, harmonious and abundant experiences. The etheric echo. Every word you speak ascends like a shimmering echo into the etheric heavens. It circles above you, seeking its own likeness. When you repeat gold, the word takes shape, a luminous current weaving through unseen dimensions, returning as events bathed in prosperity's light. The universe remembers the tone of your asking, and answers through mirrored experience. The living word. Words are souls in motion. Each syllable carries breath, fire, and will. When you repeat the word gold, you summon its living spirit, and that spirit becomes a companion of your destiny. It walks beside you unseen, opening doors, arranging alignments, turning coincidence into divine orchestration. The celestial boomerang. Your voice is a bow, your words are arrows of light. When released into the ether, they travel beyond sight, through angelic currents and cosmic membranes. In time, they return, transformed into blessings. Every repetition of gold spins the arrow faster, carrying your intention deeper into the heart of creation. The cloud of mirrors above your awareness floats, a vast cloud of reflection, the etheric memory of all you have spoken. When you project gold into it, it begins to shimmer with radiant gateways. Through those portals, experiences descend as golden opportunities, synchronicities, and blessings, reflections of your own divine voice. The sacred ascension of sound. Every word is a ladder for your vibration. When you climb the sound of gold, your consciousness ascends into higher octaves. There, your desires merge with divine intelligence, and the heavens begin to weave reality in harmony with your chosen tone. The breath of the infinite. Each breath you release carries seeds of creation. When you breathe gold into the ethers, you are exhaling the very essence of abundance. The universe inhales your offering and exhales blessings into your life, a celestial exchange of divine reciprocity. The law of the word. Ask, and it shall be given, because the act of asking is the act of sounding a vibration. When you repeat the word gold, you are already knocking on the door of that dimension. And when the word returns, it carries with it the reality it has unlocked in the unseen. The golden rain. When you repeat gold, imagine its frequency condensing into golden vapor above you. In time, it rains through portals of light, each droplet a financial blessing, each shimmer a new opportunity. You are living beneath your own word-made weather. The divine algorithm. Creation is a perfect mirror of your frequency. Every word is a command to that infinite algorithm. When you say gold with conviction, you are coding reality with wealth. Reality must obey, for the word is law in the language of God. The spiral of return. Every spoken word travels in spirals through the ether. It moves through layers of consciousness, picking up resonance and momentum. When it returns, it carries the multiplied energy of your faith. Repeat the word gold as if you are launching it into orbit, and know that it will circle back as golden manifestations within your timeline. The portal of the voice. Your throat is a celestial gate. Through it, spirit becomes sound, and sound becomes form. When you repeat the word gold, the portal opens, aligning you with the same creative current that spoke the stars into being. You are not asking for wealth, you are becoming the frequency of it. The etheric resonance. The ether is listening. Every repetition of gold sends ripples through its oceanic silence. Those ripples return as waves of experience, gifts, synchronicities, and material blessings born of your own sonic intent. To speak is to sculpt reality from sound. The golden current. There is a current of abundance flowing through the cosmos. When you repeat the word gold, you attune to that current. It flows through your words, through your aura, through your life. Financial blessings are magnetized, drawn by resonance, received through faith, reflected through the vibration of your projection. The hidden machinery of heaven. Heaven operates by sound. Every word is a gear turning in the unseen. When you repeat the word gold, you awaken the golden mechanisms of divine order. Slowly, invisibly, they begin to turn, aligning people, events, and timing to fulfill the command you have spoken. The return of light. In the end, all words return to their source. Whatever you project into the heavens becomes a mirror returning light to your path. Repeat the word gold into the stillness, and golden light will walk beside you. For in the sacred economy of spirit, every word you give returns multiplied, the word made flesh, the vibration made fortune, the sound made blessing. Ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. The sound that returns every word is a messenger of destiny. When you repeat the word gold, it rises into the etheric expanse, spiraling upward like a prayer made of light. It knocks on unseen doors in the heavens, and when those doors open, golden blessings pour through. Your voice becomes the bridge between worlds, and the sound that left you returns transfigured as abundance. The etheric harvest. Each repetition is a seed sown in celestial soil. The word gold roots itself in the etheric clouds above, where angelic winds nurture its frequency. In time, it blossoms as experiences that glimmer with wealth, a harvest of your own spoken faith. Ask, speak, sow, and the field of heaven yields in kind. The living gate of speech. Your throat is a temple of creation. When you breathe and utter gold, you open a radiant gate to the higher spheres. Through that gate flow divine reflections of your vibration, people, moments, opportunities wrapped in light. Every word you release becomes a guardian of your fortune. The cloud of creation above you swirls the cloud of your becoming, an etheric field woven from every word you've spoken. When you repeat gold, you awaken that cloud to shine. It becomes luminous, forming golden portals that shimmer with promise. Through those portals descend experiences shaped by your sound, your reality rearranging itself to echo your word. The boomerang of light. The Bible speaks, ask, and it shall be given. To ask is to release light into motion. Your word travels out, circles through creation, and returns, carrying the very energy you projected. When you say gold, you send forth a radiant boomerang, and when it returns, it brings the golden reflection of your desire. The frequency of the divine in the higher ethos. All things vibrate by tone. Your words are frequencies summoning likeness unto themselves. Repeat the word gold, and you tune your reality to the note of abundance in the divine symphony. The more you sound it, the more your life begins to sing in harmony with prosperity's music. The spiral of return. Each word spirals upward like sacred geometry in motion. When you project gold, it ascends in golden spirals through the layers of unseen realms, gathering energy as it moves. When it returns, it carries multiplied power, wealth, favor, and golden encounters woven into your timeline. The mirror of heaven. Heaven is a mirror of your tone. When you repeat the word gold, heaven reflects gold. Every vibration finds its echo in the field of creation. Ask, and it shall be given, because heaven always mirrors sound. Your words shape the clouds that rain blessings into your life. The hidden mechanism of the word. Within every word lies an ancient mechanism of manifestation. Gold is a code of light. When spoken with intent, it unlocks luminous gates that guide wealth into form. Each repetition turns the key once more, until the door to financial blessings swings open. The light that listens, the ether, is alive and attentive. It hears every syllable, every whisper. When you repeat the word gold, the light listens, and begins shaping circumstances to mirror your vibration. Your words are the architects of unseen intelligences, and creation obeys the tone of your asking. The rain of abundance. Imagine your word gold as golden vapor ascending. It gathers, condenses, and begins to rain through portals of light. Each drop that falls is a blessing, a new opportunity, a gift, a moment of divine increase. You are living beneath the weather of your own word. The conscious creator. You are both the speaker and the listener, both the sender and the receiver. When you repeat the word gold, you are speaking to your own reflection in eternity. And that reflection answers, projecting golden moments back through time to meet you. Creation itself becomes your dialogue with the divine. The resonant field. The moment you repeat gold, your aura begins to glow. The vibration spreads outward, touching the etheric fabric. Every field, every soul attuned to abundance begins to resonate in return. Soon, your surroundings hum in the same frequency, and wealth finds its way to you effortless. The golden echo. Every word returns with interest. When you say gold, the universe records your tone. It stores it, amplifies it, and echoes it back through portals of synchronicity and grace. To speak is to set destiny in motion. To repeat is to magnetize the path of its return. The divine law of reflection. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is a code of the living word. To ask is to project, to seek is to align, to knock is to repeat until resonance opens the gate. Every word, whether conscious or unconscious, creates its own reflection. So speak light, speak wealth, repeat the word gold, and the heavens will mirror your tone, pouring golden blessings through portals unseen, into the river of your timeline, until your life itself gleams with the sound of your faith. Ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. The voice that becomes form. When you speak, creation listens. Each word is a current of light moving through invisible realms. When you whisper gold, it rises into the etheric expanse, knocking gently upon celestial doors. The sound becomes form, returning as shimmering reflections in your timeline. Ask, and your words ascend. Seek, and they find their reflection. Knock, and portals of abundance open. The breath of command. Your breath is divine currency. When you exhale a word, you invest spirit into form. Repeat the word gold and the breath of your being becomes radiant energy, flowing into the etheric clouds that surround the world. Soon, they shimmer and rain experiences that match your tone. What you breathe into existence will one day breathe back into you. The etheric boomerang. Every word released is a traveler of light. It moves through invisible corridors, weaving paths across higher planes, returning home carrying the wealth of what it touched. When you repeat gold, you send out a luminous boomerang that gathers golden opportunities along its flight, and when it returns, your life glows with its harvest. The mirror of the clouds above you hovers, a divine mirror, the etheric cloud of consciousness. Every word you project reflects upon its surface. When you say gold, it ripples through the mirror and opens radiant portals of experience. Through those openings, prosperity descends, as the echo of your own vibration. The architecture of the word. Words are blueprints of energy. They build realities in the invisible long before they appear in form. When you repeat gold, you are drawing golden structures in the sky of the unseen, temples of wealth, lattices of opportunity, each one descending as events aligned with your sound. The law of the living word. The word is alive, it listens, it feels, it creates. When you speak, you awaken a spirit within the syllables. Say gold, and you awaken the living essence of prosperity itself. It recognizes your voice as its summoner and begins shaping reality in your image. Every blessing is simply the return of what you spoke. The resonant gate. The gates of abundance open with resonance. When your words and emotions harmonize, portals in the etheric clouds respond. Repeat gold from knowing, and the universe will align its frequency to your tone, projecting golden moments into your path. The celestial feedback loop. Creation is a loop of sound returning to its source. When you project gold into the infinite, it circles back through angelic layers of light, carrying with it the multiplied vibration of your faith. The more you send, the richer the return, for sound is the soul's currency, and heaven pays in reflections. The portal of prayer. To pray is to vibrate. To speak a word is to knock on the door of the unseen. When you whisper gold, your prayer transforms into radiant frequency, moving through dimensions unseen by eyes, opening portals where divine provision waits. Every word of faith is a key that unlocks hidden wealth. The golden atmosphere. As you repeat gold, your aura begins to shimmer. The sound rises, mingling with the etheric clouds, and the atmosphere around you changes. You begin to walk in a golden field, a luminous field where thoughts, people, and events vibrate with your spoken tone. Your life becomes clothed in the same light you project. The subtle machinery of heaven. Heaven operates through sound. Each word turns an unseen wheel, each repetition oils the gears of manifestation. When you repeat the word gold, you activate the machinery of divine order, wealth shifts, doors open, and reality rearranges to reflect your vibration. The reflective spiral. Your words move in spirals through the ether, ascending, circling, expanding. Each repetition of gold draws the spiral tighter until it pierces the veil and anchors into form. Then, the spiral descends, returning to your world as golden encounters, divine timing, and moments drenched in prosperity's glow. The voice of the infinite. When you repeat the word gold, you are awakening the infinite within yourself. The clouds above are extensions of your consciousness, and the ether responds to your vibration. To ask is to remember your creative power, to speak is to become the very voice of God within form. The luminous return. Every word you project becomes light that leaves you and light that returns. When you say gold, the sound becomes luminous dust swirling through the higher atmosphere. When it returns, that dust condenses into circumstances glittering with wealth. Your words paint the cosmos, and the cosmos paints you back. The sacred reciprocity of the word. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is revelation. It reveals that creation is reciprocal. Whatever you project into the infinite must return, for the word never dissolves, it evolves. Repeat the word gold with faith, and the universe, ever faithful, returns gold to you, not only in form, but in frequency, beauty, and divine alignment. You are the sender, the receiver, and the mirror. The word is the bridge, and abundance, its reflection. The golden boomerang of prayer. Every word spoken in faith circles in the heavens like a golden boomerang. When you utter gold, the syllables become wings of light ascending into the etheric clouds, where celestial intelligences inscribe them into the field. Soon, that vibration arcs back, manifesting in radiant, golden experiences, proving that every word seeks its mirror. Portals of sound. When you speak, your words are keys that open hidden doors in the clouds above you. Each repetition forms a resonance field, like ripples across the waters of creation. Gold whispered from the heart becomes a frequency that parts the clouds, releasing streams of abundance that rain down as divine provision. The etheric echo words echo through dimensions. When you declare wealth, that sound continues ascending, reflecting through layers of light until it returns, clothed in events that fulfill its promise. Every thought voiced is a traveler, and every echo is its reward. The cloud of returning blessings, there are clouds of word light. They hover above every soul, storing the vibrations of what we have projected. When your heart repeats gold, it seeds those clouds with luminous potential. In time, the heavens open, and golden rain pours through, each drop an answered prayer. The living word stream, all words are living streams flowing from the breath of God. When we align our language with faith, we enter the current of divine circulation. Gold becomes divine light circulating through the ether, mirroring its warmth back as opportunities, prosperity, and grace. The law of spoken light, each spoken word is light in motion. Ask, and it shall be given, means to emit a vibration strong enough to be recognized by the luminous realms. When you speak gold, the light in that word gathers substance, condensing into experience. You are the vessel through which the word becomes flesh. The celestial mirror, the sky is a mirror. Every word you project is painted upon it as sound light. Seek and ye shall find means that what you seek with sound will find you through reflection. Speak gold and golden mirrors open, reflecting your voice as reality. The spiral of creation, every word spirals upward in sacred geometry. Gold ascends as a radiant spiral into the cloud temples, where angelic record keepers trace its path. What returns is form, a spiral descending as wealth, opportunity, and joy, harmonized to your tone. The divine magnet, when you speak, you magnetize the unseen. The repetition of gold creates an orbit of frequency around your aura. This orbit interacts with divine magnetism in the ether, attracting circumstances charged with golden resonance. The universe responds in kind to the purity of your word. The alchemy of sound, words are spiritual alchemists. The moment you speak gold, invisible elements rearrange themselves. Ether turns into opportunity, light into substance, silence into song. You are the alchemist, your word is the catalyst. The transformation begins in sound and concludes in experience. The cloud temples of thought above each soul are etheric temples built from words spoken in faith. Every time you say gold, the structure brightens, more radiant, more magnetic. When the temple overflows with vibration, it opens, pouring its blessings into your earthly timeline as synchronicities and prosperity. The word a seed, each word is a seed of light, planted in the sky. Ask, and ye shall receive means to sow into the unseen. When you sow gold into the etheric fields through repetition, the heavens bloom with prosperity, and your life becomes the harvest. The resonant gate to speak is to knock on the gates of creation. Gold spoken with reverence vibrates against the cosmic doorway until it opens. The golden current flows forth, ideas, blessings, resources, reminding you that the gate opens to those who vibrate. The boomerang of divine intention, every word is a boomerang of divine intention. What you project with emotional conviction arcs through the ethers and returns multiplied. To say gold is to release a golden messenger, it circles creation and returns bearing gifts from realms unseen. The breath of return, when you breathe out a word, it becomes a breath in the lungs of creation. The ether inhales your vibration and exhales its reflection. Thus, when gold leaves your lips, it returns through the air you breathe as inspiration, opportunity, and divine favor. The ascending word, when you whisper gold, it rises like incense into the etheric sky, spiraling through unseen dimensions. The clouds shimmer as gateways open, portals of divine reciprocity. Soon, golden experiences descend, for what you release in faith returns multiplied through the sacred mechanism of spoken light. The cloud of creation above you hover etheric clouds, repositories of every vibration you've ever uttered. When you repeat gold, you awaken the dormant frequencies stored within those clouds. The heavens stir, responding to the tone of your voice, projecting sequences of prosperity into the unfolding chapters of your timeline. The echo of light, every word carries memory and momentum. To speak gold is to launch a beam of sound into the higher heavens. It circles in radiant silence until it returns, clothed in experiences that shimmer with the hue of your original vibration. What you speak becomes what you walk through. The mirror of heaven, the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, reveals a law: what you ask is asking you, what you seek is seeking you, what you project is returning to you. Words are mirrors suspended in the cloud realms. When you say gold, heaven responds with its reflection: golden pathways, golden opportunities, golden blessings. The boomerang of spirit, every word spoken in emotion is a boomerang of spirit. When you declare gold, it travels through layers of light and returns, magnetized by your faith. The ether rearranges itself, and what was once sound becomes sight, forming tangible expressions of wealth in your physical world. The golden frequency, gold is more than a word, it is a frequency that reshapes the field. When repeated with reverence, it ripples through the ethers, aligning molecules, moments, and meetings. Soon, golden experiences sequence themselves into your life like divine choreography scripted by your spoken resonance. The living scripture, the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, is a living algorithm of divine reciprocity. To ask is to send, to receive is to meet the returning wave. The words you speak are alive, breathing in the ether, gathering substance as they circle back through the cloud of your creation. The portals of the spoken word, each word you project is a key turning in invisible locks. The repetition of gold opens gateways within the etheric clouds, doorways to higher dimensions of abundance. Through these portals, your words return, carrying new timelines threaded with prosperity and divine alignment. The breath of manifestation, when you breathe out a word, the universe inhales it. When you breathe in again, you draw back its reflection. Say gold softly, feel it ascend, see it return in golden coincidences, each breath a dialogue between you and the living ether of God's creative breath. The celestial return, your words orbit the heavens like satellites, recording your desires, your faith, your tone. Ask, says Scripture, for the ether is attentive. When you release gold, you program the field with abundance. In divine timing, the orbit completes, and the heavens return your projection as experience. The luminous rain, there are rains of vibration. When you utter gold, the word condenses in the etheric atmosphere, becoming luminous droplets of blessing. Soon, the clouds release their charge, and your world glimmers in sequences of golden synchronicity and providence. The covenant of vibration, every soul has a covenant with the word. What you project, you attract; what you affirm, you become. Gold spoken in gratitude becomes the covenant of prosperity fulfilled. The ether hears and obeys, arranging golden experiences as signatures of divine remembrance. The spiral of return, each word ascends as a spiral of energy, spinning through the subtle realms. When you speak gold, that spiral reaches the throne of vibration and begins its descent, returning to you with experiences encoded in the same hue and harmony. Thus, your word never dies, it transforms. The choir of creation, every time you repeat gold, your voice joins a celestial choir. The ethers vibrate in harmonic response, singing back through your circumstances. Golden moments, opportunities, and alignments arrive as verses of the song you began with your spoken breath. The law of living light, words are entities of light. Each syllable carries intelligence, memory, and magnetism. When you say gold, the living light within that word seeks its reflection. It moves through realms unseen, shaping golden outcomes, proving that what you project is what you will walk within. The golden circuit of the word: when you say the word gold, it ascends, spiraling upward like divine smoke, into the etheric clouds that shimmer with infinite potential. In those clouds, your word opens a portal. And from that portal, the light of golden experiences descends, forming a circle of return, the golden circuit of creation. The voice that shapes ether: each spoken word is a vibration weaving through the invisible substance of the ether. When you project gold, the sound reshapes that substance, engraving radiant pathways of wealth within the unseen. In time, those etheric pathways crystallize as experiences of abundance walking toward you. The law of the returning sound: every word you speak is a seed of sound that will return to its source. To ask is to send, to receive is to meet its return. The heavens are listening chambers. When you repeat gold, you are summoning its echo from the inner worlds, an echo that materializes as golden fortune within your life's unfolding. The portal of golden clouds above you, invisible clouds, hold the memory of your spoken frequencies. When the word gold rises into those celestial layers, the clouds part, becoming portals. Through them, divine light enters the fabric of your reality, shaping your days into sequences touched by golden grace. The boomerang of blessing: the Bible verse Matthew 7:7 reveals the sacred rhythm: ask, seek, knock, send, align, receive. Your words are boomerangs of power. Speak gold and it will travel through the heavens, gather its likeness, and return as circumstance, bearing the very essence of what you released. The living entity of the word: every word is alive, a being clothed in vibration. When you say gold, it awakens, aware of its mission. It ascends to the higher etheric realms, gathers golden light from divine intelligence, and returns to your path as radiant opportunities shimmering with recognition of your voice. The echoing chamber of heaven: the heavens echo what the soul declares. Each time you say gold, you are speaking into eternity. The word echoes through layers of light, returning again and again, amplifying as it travels, until your life begins to hum with the same golden resonance you first uttered in faith. The celestial seed: the word gold is a celestial seed. When you plant it in the atmosphere through repetition and devotion, the ether nourishes it. In divine time, it blossoms into manifestations of wealth, events, encounters, and miracles that reflect the brilliance of your inner vocabulary. The spiral of sound: words spiral through dimensions. When you repeat gold, the spiral expands upward, opening gateways in the unseen. When those spirals return, they descend as golden timelines, harmonic experiences intertwining with your destiny. The breath of transmutation: each breath carries a hidden command. When the breath releases a word, the ether responds. When you breathe the word gold, your breath becomes prayer, your voice becomes alchemy. The unseen transforms, rearranging the threads of destiny to reflect the brilliance of what you've spoken. The mirror of vibration: your words are mirrors reflecting through time. Ask, and it shall be given means every vibration you send returns to you magnified. When you project gold, you place a mirror in the heavens that begins to shimmer with the same tone, projecting golden moments into your waking reality. The choir of clouds: in the etheric clouds, your words join an unseen choir. Each repetition of gold becomes a note within a celestial song. The harmony builds until the vibration is complete, and the melody returns to you as the music of abundance, prosperity, favor, and radiant wealth experiences. The alchemy of the spoken prayer: to speak is to shape divine substance. The repetition of gold is a form of spiritual metallurgy. It refines your frequency, aligning your inner field with abundance. As your words ascend, the ethers swirl and open, sending back golden manifestations that mirror your tone of faith. The rain of frequencies. When you repeat gold, you are calling rain from the invisible skies. The word condenses light into vibration, vibration into form. The etheric clouds grow heavy with the charge of your sound, and soon, it rains golden blessings that moisten every dry place in your life. The circle of divine reciprocity. The word never travels alone. It carries a covenant with the universe. Whatever is sent forth must return. When you speak gold, the ethers record your decree. The word ascends, gathers its reflection, and returns through portals as experiences shimmering in harmony with your declaration. The ascension of the word. Every word you breathe is a traveler. When you whisper gold, it rises like a sunbeam through the invisible sky, searching for its reflection. In the etheric clouds, it opens a portal of light, an invitation for heaven to echo. Soon, that echo becomes golden experience, descending into your timeline as answered prayer. The law of return. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 reveals a circle. What you send returns. Each spoken word is a boomerang of creation, swirling through the clouds until it finds you again. When you say gold, you invite that circle to complete itself, drawing wealth and favor back into the orbit of your life. The etheric mirror above you glows, an unseen mirror made of living vapor. The words you project are painted upon its surface. Repeat the word gold, and golden light reflects through the veil. Events shimmering with prosperity appear, each one a reflection of your own voice made visible. The breath of the infinite. Your breath is the bridge between seen and unseen. When you breathe the word gold, you breathe the infinite into motion. That vibration weaves itself through the ethers, returning to you as sequences of abundance that feel both familiar and divine. The cloud temples. Within the clouds are temples of sound, sanctuaries of every word ever spoken. When you repeat gold, those temples awaken, releasing radiant tones into your dimension. The air around you thickens with golden currents, guiding prosperity toward your open hands. The spiral of prayer. To ask is to launch a spiral into eternity. Each repetition of gold rises in rhythmic motion, twining upward through dimensions until it touches the throne of vibration. When the spiral returns, it carries with it blessings spun from the same thread of sound. The returning wave. Every word rides upon a wave of energy that seeks home. When you say gold, that wave surges into the heavens and rebounds through layers of light. It finds you again in forms of opportunity, generosity, and divine timing. The sound made flesh. The living alphabet. Words are beings of light. Gold has its own spirit, its own intelligence. When you speak it, you invite its presence. It walks beside you, guiding choices, aligning encounters, coloring reality in its warm celestial hue. The resonant field. Each repetition of gold reshapes your aura. The vibration radiates outward, merging with the etheric lattice that connects all souls. Those attuned to abundance feel your frequency and respond, drawn by the magnetism of the word returning to its source. The voice that knocks, knock, and it shall be opened. Every spoken word is a knock upon a hidden door. When you utter gold with faith, the door within the clouds trembles open. Light pours through the threshold, carrying with it new patterns of wealth to adorn your life. The choir of light in the heavens, every sincere word joins a choir. Repeat the word gold, and your voice blends with the luminous hymn of creation. The harmonics ripple downward through time until your reality begins to sing back to you, melodies of prosperity made manifest. The rain of vibrations. When the ether grows full of the words you've spoken, it must rain. The repetition of gold condenses into luminous drops that fall as coincidences, inspirations, and miracles, each one a droplet of the vibration you released in trust. The circle of awareness. What you speak with awareness awakens the universe's memory of you. The word gold carries a signature that the ethers recognize. They rearrange themselves to honor it, returning through portals as golden people, golden pathways, golden provision. The magnetic cloud above every soul hovers, a magnetic cloud, its color determined by the tones you speak. Fill your cloud with the frequency of gold, and it becomes radiant, dripping light into your world. Each thought of abundance magnetizes the next, forming a cascade of blessing. The eternal exchange. The verse says, ask, seek, knock. Yet behind each is the same truth: communication is creation. The universe cannot resist the vibration of a living word. When you repeat the word gold with love, the ethers reply with a shower of golden experiences, proof that sound and substance are one. The etheric boomerang. Every word you breathe is a messenger of light. When you whisper gold, it ascends into the etheric sky like a spiral of sound. It touches luminous clouds that shimmer with divine intelligence, opening portals to inner dimensions. Through those portals, golden experiences begin to descend, guided by the echo of your own vibration. The celestial law of return. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 reveals a rhythm hidden in the fabric of reality: ask, seek, knock. Each word you release fulfills this cycle. When you ask through vibration, the universe seeks to echo your tone, and when it knocks upon your timeline, it brings experiences that mirror the sound of your projection. Gold spoken returns as gold lived. The word that opens portals. Every repetition of gold is a key, and every key opens a door in the cloud. Through that opening, unseen hands rearrange events, weaving your life into patterns of prosperity. The clouds remember your tone, and when the word returns, it brings with it the fragrance of the divine realms it touched. The rain of living light above you, the etheric clouds swell with your words. When the word gold reaches fullness, it condenses into light rain, golden droplets falling gently into your world. Each droplet becomes a moment of blessing, a coincidence of abundance, a reflection of what your voice sent upward. The spiral of blessings. Words move in spirals. When you say gold, you launch a spiral that travels through the heavenly layers, gathering light as it ascends. When it returns, the spiral unwinds, each loop a golden sequence unfolding before you in divine order. The mirror in the clouds. There is a mirror suspended above every soul. The words you project are written upon it as waves of light. When you repeat the word gold, that mirror begins to shimmer, reflecting your projection back as events, opportunities, and moments gilded with divine brilliance. The frequency of creation. To speak is to vibrate creation itself. When you repeat gold, you are resonating. You are becoming the frequency that the etheric realm must match. And so, like tuning forks, your life and the unseen begin to hum together in golden harmony. The living boomerang. Words are alive, self-aware, encoded with purpose. When you send gold into the ether, it gathers similar vibrations as companions on its return journey. It comes back carrying the very essence of prosperity, ready to manifest as golden outcomes in your earthly timeline. The chamber of echoes. The heavens echo what you declare. When you whisper gold, your tone enters the infinite chamber of creation. The echo grows richer as it circles back, and when it reaches you again, it carries divine evidence that your word was never lost, only amplified. The portal of reciprocity. Every spoken word is a portal in motion. Ask, and it shall be given. The act of asking sends vibration into the invisible realm, and the invisible responds by materializing its twin. When you repeat gold, the ether opens a path for golden experiences to step through. The golden current. Each time you repeat gold, you enter a river of living sound. That river flows through realms unseen, gathering power, memory, and magnetic essence. When it returns, it flows through your world, turning chance into order, effort into ease, and thought into wealth. The alchemy of speech. The spoken word is spiritual alchemy. When you repeat the word gold, you transmute breath into vibration, vibration into energy, and energy into form. The ether obeys the chemistry of your faith, solidifying sound into circumstance until your life gleams with the reflection of your tone. The prayer of resonance. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is an invitation to resonate. When you ask, you are aligning your inner frequency with what already exists in divine potential. When you say gold, you are calling home the experiences that already vibrate in the same octave of abundance. The architecture of the cloud. Every word you have ever spoken builds structure in the etheric clouds. When you repeat gold, you strengthen those luminous architectures. They become bridges between thought and reality, connecting inner worlds to outer form. And across those bridges, blessings travel effortless toward you. The circle of infinite return. There is no empty word in creation. Each syllable completes a circle, finding its way back to its origin. The universe remembers the vibration that birthed it. When you say gold, the circle begins, ascending, transforming, returning. And when it returns, you find your world clothed in the golden proof that every word is a living seed of divine reciprocity. The boomerang of light. When you whisper the word gold, you awaken a spiral of energy that rises beyond sound. It ascends into the etheric clouds, where divine intelligence listens. Your voice becomes a luminous current, circling through dimensions unseen, and as it returns, it brings with it experiences dipped in golden radiance. Ask, and you send light. Seek, and the light gathers. Knock, and the portal opens. The golden word ascending. Each repetition of gold becomes a winged messenger. It carries your essence upward, into the vast library of living vibrations. Within the celestial mist, it opens a gate, a shimmering threshold through which abundance begins to flow. And soon, golden encounters walk toward you, as reflections of what your voice has planted in the sky. The law of echoing words. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is the rhythm of the echo. To ask is to project, to seek is to harmonize, to knock is to receive the returning wave. Your words are waves of living energy, they cannot vanish. When gold leaves your lips, it must one day return, as a sequence of golden events. The cloud of living thought. There is a subtle atmosphere above every soul, woven from the words we have spoken. Each word is a seed that grows roots in invisible soil. When you say gold, you nourish the golden trees in your cloud. And their fruit descends in time, ripe opportunities, radiant prosperity, a luminous peace. The portal within the breath. To breathe and say gold is to open a secret doorway. The word ascends through the breath to the threshold of heaven, where the ether receives your vibration as instruction. In response, golden light begins weaving threads in your future, aligning moments that shimmer with divine provision. The magnetic word. Every word you utter is a magnetic command. The universe rearranges its filaments to match your tone. When you repeat gold, it magnetizes sequences of abundance, drawing golden experiences along invisible filaments of time, until your life reflects the music of your voice. The celestial conversation. You are never speaking into emptiness. When you repeat gold, you are conversing with the divine cloud that surrounds you. It listens. It mirrors. It answers. The echoes return as manifestations, each one carrying the golden signature of what you declared. The living word. Words are living entities, clothed in light. They carry memory, purpose, and direction. When gold leaves your lips, it enters creation's bloodstream, circulating through realms unseen until it finds the matching vibration to return through. And when it returns, your world glows with the golden rhythm of answered sound. The golden reflection. Imagine the etheric sky as a mirror of divine sympathy. When you say gold, the mirror vibrates, forming ripples of luminous potential. Each ripple becomes an event, each event a reflection of your word in motion. Thus, the gold you speak becomes the gold you see. The symphony of return. Every repetition of gold joins an ancient choir in the heavens. The angels hear and respond in harmonics, weaving your tone into the music of abundance. Soon the melody returns, as wealth, as kindness, as shimmering moments that hum in golden frequency. The breath that builds worlds. Your breath is sacred architecture. Each time you repeat the word gold, you are constructing invisible temples of light in the ether. These temples store your frequency, amplify your desire, and when the time ripens, they release blessings that rain upon your path. The spiral of reciprocity. Creation is circular. Nothing spoken is lost. When you project gold, it travels outward, collects resonance, and spirals back in multiplied form. What you send, you receive. What you echo, you live. The circle is eternal, the law unbroken. The word as portal. Each word is a doorway. When you repeat gold, you step into the dimension that the word inhabits. You begin to see through its frequency, a world of shimmer, of worth, of sacred value. And as your vision aligns, that dimension projects into your timeline. The rain of answered speech. The etheric clouds grow heavy with the vibrations you have released. When the word gold is spoken often enough, the clouds condense, and rain begins to fall. Golden rain, moments, opportunities, synchronicities, all shimmering with your intention. The eternal return of sound. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is the divine assurance that every sound returns home. To ask is to send the word forward, to seek is to trace its echo, to knock is to open the gate through which it re-enters your life. When you say gold, you are beginning a cycle of divine reciprocity. The word leaves as vibration and returns as form. The gold you speak becomes the gold you are. The golden echo of asking. When you ask, you send your word into the etheric cloud. It spins through layers of unseen light, gathering golden dust as it ascends. And when it returns, it carries the fragrance of heaven's response. Each repetition of gold engraves your signature upon the ether. Soon, your timeline begins to shimmer, by resonance. The word as a living flame. Every word is a spark of divine intelligence. When you repeat the word gold, that spark rises like incense into the higher worlds. In those unseen realms, it ignites portals of radiant light. And through those portals, golden experiences descend, wealth, opportunity, illumination, the reflections of your sacred sound. The celestial boomerang. The ether is a mirror that never forgets. When you project the word gold, it circles through that mirror like a boomerang of light. It gathers momentum as it turns, echoing through dimensions of blessing. Then, as it returns, it brings gifts aligned with its vibration. You are always living within the echoes of your own voice. The rainmaker of words. Each word spoken becomes moisture in the spiritual sky. When you repeat gold, you fill the clouds with the vibration of prosperity. The heavens grow heavy with your sound, and in time, it rains upon your life as golden experience, gentle showers of opportunity, abundance, and grace. The portal of sound. Every word opens a gate. The repetition of gold unlocks a corridor that leads into the treasury of divine supply. Through that gate, golden streams descend into your world. Each syllable is a key, each breath a bridge between the seen and the unseen. The architecture of the ether, your words are blueprints suspended in the sky. When you repeat the word gold, you draft radiant designs within the etheric realm. The architecture forms above you, perfect and complete, and at the appointed moment, it crystallizes as golden manifestation. The law of return, nothing spoken disappears. The ether records every vibration and sends it back in mirrored form. When you repeat the word gold, you summon the golden to recognize you. It finds your vibration, and through divine precision, it walks back into your timeline. The living river of voice, your voice is a river that flows between worlds. When you repeat gold, that river turns to molten light, carrying divine codes of wealth through invisible channels. Wherever it flows, life blossoms in prosperity, for your word has become creation's current. The golden sequence, the repetition of gold forms a sequence in the matrix of time. Like musical notes aligning to a divine rhythm, it arranges moments of fortune and beauty to meet you. Each thought, each utterance, becomes a step in the choreography of golden experience. The voice of creation, the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, whispers, "Ask, and it shall be given." This is a law. To speak is to sculpt. When you project gold, creation listens, bends, and responds. Your voice is the hand of the unseen, shaping reality from breath. The halo of words, every soul is surrounded by a halo of its own speech. Your repeated words orbit you as living satellites. When you fill your orbit with gold, your aura begins to shimmer like sunlight on sacred waters. And within that halo, experiences are magnetized to match the light you emit. The breath of return, each breath carries your intention upward. As you exhale gold, you offer your prayer to the celestial vault. The clouds listen. The heavens adjust. And when you inhale again, the ether breathes back blessings disguised as coincidences. The etheric mirror, when you say gold, imagine the ether as a mirror of living consciousness. Your word strikes its surface and ripples through eternity. Each ripple returns as reflection, a golden event, a divine meeting, a flow of wealth, all born from the echo of your original tone. The field of resonance, every repetition of gold expands your resonance field. Your frequency becomes a beacon calling forth experiences to harmonize with you. The more you align with the vibration of the word, the more reality tunes itself to your sound. You become the instrument, and the world becomes your echo. The cloud of blessings above every heart is a sacred cloud where words live. Some are dormant, others luminous. When you repeat gold, you awaken the golden seeds within that cloud. They open like flowers in the higher realm, and from their pollen descend miracles, manifestations woven from the sound of your faith. Settle into a comfortable position. Allow your eyes to gently close, and draw a long, slow breath in, filling your lungs, and exhale fully, letting the mind soften, the body release. With each breath, feel the space between your thoughts expand, a quiet, open sky within. Now, bring your awareness to your voice. Your words are living currents, vibrating, moving, creating. Imagine one word, simple, yet potent, gold. Hear it, feel it, let it pulse through you. Breathe in, silently, gold. Exhale, feel it rise, ascending, into the etheric clouds above, where unseen doors wait to open. Picture the clouds shimmering with light. Every time your word gold touches them, they open portals to inner dimensions, dimensions where abundance, opportunity, and golden experiences reside. And now, imagine your word returning, as a golden boomerang, spinning through the sky, descending into your life, touching your timeline with sequences of prosperity. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, feel the portals opening. Your word becomes a living flame. It carries your intention, your frequency, and it moves through dimensions like a river of molten light. Its ripple touches everything, attracting opportunities, encounters, and moments aligned with its vibration. Visualize the first golden drop, descending from the cloud, landing softly in your timeline, a synchronicity, a blessing, a moment of ease. Each repetition of gold multiplies the flow, rain after rain, sequence after sequence. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, let the rain fall. Now, see the spiral of your word twisting upward, gathering light, gathering resonance, and circling back, returning as radiant experiences. All the golden currents you have sent now fold into your reality, timed perfectly, harmonized beautifully. Feel the living mirror above you. The ether reflects your word. The word gold vibrates, alive, aware. It reaches back to you in forms you can see, touch, and feel. Golden pathways appear. Golden people, moments, and doors. All guided by the vibration you released. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, feel the mirror shimmer. Your words are sacred architects. Each syllable builds invisible temples. Structures of light where abundance takes form. Every portal, every echo, every spiral, now visible in your timeline as golden experiences. See a golden bridge forming before you. Step onto it. Feel it supporting you. Moving you into alignment with the very prosperity you are calling forth. Now, expand your awareness. The golden field around you grows. Every repetition of gold spins like a satellite, orbiting, attracting, harmonizing. And the world begins to resonate with your frequency. The golden sequence is complete. Manifesting effortless. Because your words are alive. And they always return. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, let it return. Feel the cycles of ask, seek, knock. Flowing through the ether. Flowing into your life. Rest in the cloud above you. See it thick with golden words. See it shining, vibrating, alive. Every golden seed planted now blossoms. Each portal open. Every sequence of abundance already unfolding. And you are centered within it all. Calm. Certain. Aligned. Breathe, slowly, in, and out. Feel your timeline shimmering with the golden frequency. Feel your life aligning. Feel the living words of your intention returning. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, allow the blessing to manifest. Carry the golden vibration with you. Carry the echo of your word into every moment. Find a comfortable position. Allow your body to sink. Your hands resting gently. Your eyes softly closed. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Exhale fully. Release all tension. Again, breathe in. Fill your chest. Exhale, letting your mind soften. Notice the space between your thoughts. This is your open sky, your inner ether. Bring your awareness to your voice. Your words are alive. They are currents of energy, messengers that move through unseen realms. Hear the word, gold. Let it resonate in your mind. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, feel it rise into the etheric clouds above. Visualize the clouds shimmering, luminous, alive. Your word touches them, opening portals. Portals to inner dimensions. Where sequences of golden experiences wait. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, imagine the portals glowing. Golden light spilling from them. Your word becomes a spiral. Rising upward, gathering luminous dust. Twisting through layers of unseen space. The spiral reaches the highest clouds, where abundance, opportunity, and divine guidance await. Feel the spiral returning. A golden boomerang, spinning through the sky. Returning to you, to your timeline. Landing as golden experiences, opportunities, blessings. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, feel the golden spiral descend. See it unfold in perfect alignment. Moments, people, doors, all appearing at the right time. Above you, the ether grows heavy with the golden vibration of your word. Every repetition of gold fills the clouds until they are ready to release. Imagine golden rain. Each droplet a moment of blessing. A synchronicity, a financial opportunity, a moment of insight. Softly, steadily, the rain falls into your life, into your timeline. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, feel the golden rain nourishing every part of your reality. The clouds above act as mirrors, reflecting back the vibration of your word. See gold striking the surface. Ripples spread. Each ripple a sequence of golden experiences. Every ripple a manifestation aligned with your intention. Your aura expands. Every cell, every fiber, vibrating in harmony with the living word, with abundance itself. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, feel the reflections becoming reality. Imagine your words forming a living spiral around you. Rising, returning, multiplying. Every repetition strengthens the cycle. Every echo brings more sequences of prosperity. Step into the spiral. Let it carry you through golden portals. See the corridors of opportunity unfolding. Feel the alignment, the synchronicity, the flow. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, let it wrap around your life. Golden sequences moving in perfect rhythm. Now, rest in the cloud above you, shimmering with words you have spoken. The golden energy hums. Portals open, sequences flow. Your word has created the timeline you are meant to experience. Breathe in, gold. Exhale, feel the blessings settling. Allow yourself to simply be alive in the vibration you have projected. You are centered, calm, and aligned. Golden experiences are being projected to you as new events by portals in the clouds above you. The etheric boomerang, each word is a seed cast into eternity. When you speak, it travels through layers of invisible ether. The word gold rises into the celestial clouds, vibrating like a tuning fork between worlds. And as it completes its orbit, it returns as radiant experience, a mirror of the sound that summoned it. The law hidden within sound: ask, and it shall be given, whispers a law older than time. To ask is to speak. To speak is to vibrate. And every vibration draws its likeness home. When you say gold, the ether reorganizes itself to reflect your word in form. The unseen obeys the sound that names it. Portals in the cloud, in the upper etheric realms, every word opens a doorway. Your repetition of gold unlocks one such luminous gate. Through it, the current of golden experiences flows, timed perfectly, arranged delicately, as though heaven itself remembers the vibration of your voice. The golden rain: as the word ascends, the ether becomes charged with golden mist. Clouds shimmer and grow heavy with divine possibility. And then, softly, silently, it begins to rain. Golden experiences fall upon your life, glistening as opportunities, prosperity, and grace. The living word, every word you speak is alive. Each carries a pulse, a consciousness, a spirit. When you breathe gold, it awakens the golden current within you. That current flows outward, into the heavens, and then returns, clothed in experience, whispering, as within, so without. The spiral of return, your words never travel in straight lines. They move in spirals, ascending, gathering energy, and descending renewed. When you utter gold, it spirals through the ether, collecting luminous particles of divine intention. It returns with power magnified, forming golden outcomes in your world. The mirror above every soul is a mirror made of light. When you speak, that mirror vibrates and reflects. Say gold, and the mirror begins to shimmer in golden hues. Soon, the reflection descends, people, events, and blessings echoing the word you have given life. The voice of creation, the universe was spoken into being. Your words continue that creation. When you project gold, you become a co-creator, aligning your vibration with divine abundance. You are speaking matter into manifestation, breath into blessing. The cloud temple, visualize a temple made of etheric clouds above you. Within it dwell the echoes of every sacred word ever spoken. Each time you say gold, the temple responds, pillars of light shimmer, and new pathways open in your timeline below. The river of words, your words are streams flowing upward into the sky. The repetition of gold becomes a river of molten sunlight. It nourishes celestial gardens of experience, and when the fruit ripens, those experiences fall into your life as divine harvest. The breath of reciprocity, to speak is to breathe creation. Each exhalation sends your vibration to the ether. Each inhalation receives its return. When you whisper gold, you are entering the sacred rhythm of the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, ask, breathe, receive. The echo of heaven, heaven is an echo chamber for intention. Your words enter it like music, and the universe rearranges itself to harmonize. When gold vibrates in your consciousness, it becomes the melody your life begins to dance to. The field of resonance, reality is an orchestra of frequencies. Every thought, every word, a note within the divine composition. When you repeat the word gold with feeling, you shift the entire symphony around you. The field resonates back, in people, in wealth, in the rhythm of your days. The crown of sound above the head spins a crown of light, the chakra of divine communication. When you speak consciously, the crown awakens. Repeating gold charges it with heavenly radiance, and from this crown, golden projections descend like threads, weaving new experiences into your timeline. The law of return, the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, is a celestial law, ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and it shall appear. Knock, and the ether shall open. Every word is a key, every repetition, a knock upon the heavenly gate. And when that gate opens, your life becomes the echo of your sound. The word that returns, every word you release, is a traveler of light. It ascends through invisible corridors, seeking its own reflection. When you repeat the word gold, that vibration glides upward, touching celestial membranes in the etheric cloud. There, it ripens, then returns, as golden sequences of experience unfolding in your life. The law hidden in the clouds above are libraries of vibration. Each word we speak is stored, alive, echoing. When we repeat gold, those clouds shimmer with resonance, and through unseen openings, the heavens begin to drip their golden rain into our timeline. The spiral of sound, your voice is a spiral of creation. Every repetition draws a pattern through the ether. When you whisper gold, that spiral ascends and curls back, weaving golden threads through your days and nights, threads that shape opportunity, fortune, and radiance. The boomerang of blessings ask, and the asking itself becomes an echo. Seek, and your seeking becomes the magnetic pool of heaven. Knock, and the vibration of your knocking creates the rhythm that opens the door. When you repeat the word gold, you have already begun to receive it, for the word itself is the messenger and the return. The etheric messenger, every syllable has a soul. When gold leaves your lips, it carries your emotion, your faith, your breath into the ether. It becomes a living entity, ascending to awaken portals of golden consciousness, then descending again with blessings wearing your name. The living prayer, the word is prayer wrapped in sound. And sound is spirit made visible through vibration. When you repeat the word gold, you are activating. You are calling forth a golden world from invisible potential, and it must respond, for the universe remembers its own sound. The resonance of heaven, heaven listens with resonance. It hears the intention beneath your word. When gold is spoken with belief, the heavens begin to hum in harmony. Golden frequencies descend like gentle waves, rearranging your timeline into beauty and abundance. The mirror of sound above you, the etheric cloud, mirrors what you project. Each word paints light upon its surface. When gold is repeated, that mirror gleams. And soon, everything around you begins to shimmer with the reflection of what your soul has spoken. The breath of creation, every exhale carries the seed of worlds. To breathe the word gold is to breathe creation into the atmosphere. Each repetition fans the flame of abundance, and that golden breath returns, carrying the fragrance of divine prosperity. The portal of faith, faith is the password that opens etheric gates. The word is the key that turns the lock. When you repeat gold with sacred stillness, you are entering the chamber of the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, the secret where asking, seeking, and knocking merge into one vibration, receiving. The river of light, imagine your words as drops falling into a celestial river. Each repetition of gold creates ripples through the current. And those ripples flow back as experiences, timed, arranged, divine. Your reality becomes the reflection of your spoken vibration. The cloud of return, the etheric cloud above you, is a living field of response. Every word you send returns through it, transformed. When gold is spoken, the cloud brightens, opening tiny luminous doorways through time. From each doorway, golden experiences descend, finding you wherever your heart is open. The word as architect, words are blueprints of reality. Every repetition builds structure in the unseen. Say gold again and again, and you are constructing the architecture of wealth, pillars of prosperity, rooms of opportunity, and windows through which divine light will enter your life. The kingdom within sound, the kingdom of heaven is within you, and your words are its architects. When you project gold, you awaken the inner sun of abundance. That light rises to meet its reflection in the heavens, and the two become one golden reality. The circle of the word, the universe is circular, nothing spoken is ever lost. Your words orbit through dimensions and return fulfilled. When gold leaves your lips, it begins its journey through the etheric sky, gathers essence from divine realms, and returns home as the experience of wealth, the echo of your own creation. The word that seeks its reflection, every word you utter is a seeker of its own kind. When you whisper gold, that vibration ascends like incense, entering the etheric clouds where creation still listens. The word awakens its reflection in unseen dimensions, and through those luminous portals, golden experiences begin to descend, each one echoing your voice. The alchemy of the spoken light, speech is the alchemy of light within form. The moment gold leaves your lips, it transforms breath into architecture, a radiant structure built in the etheric heavens. Soon, that architecture mirrors itself into your life, shaping the world around you into glimmers of prosperity. The boomerang of the divine echo: ask, and it shall be given, for every word you speak must return home. When gold is spoken, it arcs through invisible skies, travels through clouds of light, and returns, as experience. The universe responds to the echo of your faith. The etheric field of response above you exists, a living field, a cloud woven from your thoughts, prayers, and words. Each repetition of gold sends ripples through this field, awakening dormant energies that long to serve you. Through the portals of this etheric sky, abundance begins to take form in your reality. The cloud of mirrors: the clouds above our reflection. They mirror the vibrations we release. When you repeat the word gold, the clouds shimmer in reply, and soon, through their openings, your reality begins to shimmer with golden reflections. The breath of creation: each breath is a silent command to the universe. When you breathe and repeat gold, you are exhaling divine potential. The breath carries your word upward, where it joins the breath of creation itself, and returns as radiant opportunities in the world below. The magnetic return words are magnetic currents that shape experience. When gold is projected, it draws golden energy to itself, gathering blessings, events, and alignments of light. It returns, charged with what it has collected, the living evidence of what you have spoken. The living entity of sound: every word has a pulse, a heartbeat of intention. When you repeat gold, you awaken its living spirit. It rises to the etheric heavens as a messenger of your will, then descends again clothed in the garments of manifestation, your word made visible through the language of matter. The heavenly circuit sound completes its sacred journey through the circle of time. When you project gold, it leaves, gathers, and returns. It circles through unseen layers of creation, collecting particles of divine essence, before releasing them into your timeline as sequences of golden fortune and grace. The kingdom of vibrations: within the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, lies the secret law of vibration. To ask is to send a frequency, to seek is to magnetize its echo, to knock is to open the portal within the etheric cloud. When you ask with the word gold, you are summoning the kingdom that lives in its sound. The etheric portals of speech: each word spoken with intent opens a doorway between worlds. When you repeat gold, that portal shimmers in the ether above your crown, allowing streams of golden resonance to pour into your reality through sacred alignment. The architecture of abundance: your words are the architects of your dimension. Every repetition of gold builds a structure of energy, brick by brick, vibration by vibration. And when the pattern is complete, you begin to dwell within it, a temple of wealth, light, and divine symmetry. The light within the word: every word hides a spark of celestial fire. When gold is spoken consciously, that fire ignites, traveling upward like a flare. It signals to higher realms that you are ready to receive, and from those luminous altars, your golden blessings descend through the cloud. The echo that creates worlds: the universe was spoken into being, and the same creative current flows through you. Each word is an echo of Genesis, each repetition of gold a spark of divine memory. As you speak it, worlds rearrange themselves to make room for its golden reflection. The boomerang of light: every thought is a winged prayer, every word a boomerang of light. When gold leaves your voice, it journeys through etheric winds, collecting matching vibrations across realms, and when it returns, it brings with it the experiences that mirror your tone. The spiral of the spoken word: when you repeat the word gold, it leaves your lips as breath, ascends like a spiral of living light, and enters the etheric clouds where your higher self dwells. There, it becomes a frequency, a radiant key unlocking portals in the unseen. Soon, those same clouds shimmer and rain back golden experiences, blessings shaped in the likeness of your sound. The echo of heaven ask, and it shall be given, means, speak, and heaven will echo you. Each repetition of gold is a resonance. You are becoming its vibration. And as you vibrate, the universe mirrors. Golden encounters emerge, as if reality itself remembers your tone. The cloud of reflections above every soul hovers, a luminous cloud, a mirror of words once spoken. Each utterance of gold ripples through its folds, painting new possibilities in the ether. Through those painted portals, experiences of prosperity descend, softly folding into your life like blessings returning home. The breath that opens portals when you breathe in the word gold, you inhale the vibration of abundance. When you exhale it, you release that vibration into the subtle atmosphere. Your breath becomes a carrier, ascending through invisible corridors, activating gateways in the clouds that bridge heaven and earth. The return of what is spoken, words never vanish, they orbit. When gold is spoken, it travels in circles, a luminous boomerang of intention. As it passes through the ether, it gathers energy, and when it returns, it brings with it golden opportunities, shaped by the pulse of your faith. The living library above every word you've ever spoken is written in light within the etheric clouds of memory. When you repeat the word gold, that word joins a divine archive. And when the heavens open, those written vibrations fall back upon you as experience, manifesting wealth, beauty, and divine grace. The vibrational law of ask, the Bible verse Matthew 7:7, is revelation. To ask is to project a frequency. To seek is to magnetize it through feeling. To knock is to open a portal through repetition. Each time you repeat gold, you are knocking upon the etheric gates of creation. And creation always answers its own sound. The music of manifestation, the universe listens to tone. When you chant gold, the vibration forms a melody in the unseen. That melody attracts harmonies, people, events, blessings vibrating at the same pitch. Soon, your reality becomes a golden symphony, composed by the sound you once released into the clouds. The rain of your own words, imagine your words becoming vapor, rising, condensing, transforming. When you repeat the word gold, it becomes golden mist, gathering in the upper realms until it overflows. And when it rains through moments, blessing your path with golden synchronicities. The seed of the spoken light, every word is a seed cast into the field of the ether. When gold is spoken, it roots in unseen soil. Soon, it flowers in time, as radiant experience, wealth, generosity, warmth, divine illumination. The portal within the voice, your voice is a gateway. When you repeat the word gold, you open that gateway and send its frequency through dimensions. The vibration builds, folds, and returns, carrying with it reflections of abundance, woven perfectly to your tone and trust. The light between words, between each repetition of gold, there is silence, and that silence listens. It is in that silence the portals form, where unseen intelligences sculpt your word into form. Repeat the word gold, pause, listen, and know, in that stillness, creation reshapes itself to meet you. The magnetic field of faith, every word spoken with faith creates a field. When you say gold and believe, the air around you begins to shimmer. Invisible currents form, drawing experiences to you through the etheric clouds, each one glowing with the light of your belief. The word that becomes flesh, the ancients said, the word was made flesh. So too does gold take form. It moves through sound, through space, through the etheric cloud, gathering density until it becomes experience. Your life, then, becomes the scripture your words have written. The boomerang of grace, all spoken energy returns home. What you cast into the etheric wind comes circling back. If you send out the vibration of gold, you are casting radiance into the infinite. It flies, gathers, and returns, as divine manifestation, the proof that heaven remembers every word. The ascending word. Every time you breathe the word gold, it rises like incense into the invisible. The etheric clouds above your crown shimmer, alive with the pulse of the vibration you have sent. Through those golden currents, portals begin to open, and reality rearranges itself to echo what you have spoken. The boomerang of light. Every word is a return journey. When you project gold, it soars through layers of ether, collecting resonance, drawing to itself all that matches its tone. And when it returns, it arrives as golden blessings, weaving radiant experiences into your life's tapestry. The portals of sound. Sound is the hand that opens the gates of heaven. When gold is repeated with reverence, its vibration knocks upon the door of the unseen. The clouds respond, light begins to pour through. Through those portals, divine sequences unfold, prosperity in form, grace in motion. The etheric mirror. The words you project are reflected through the cloud. Each repetition of gold paints ripples across the ether. Those ripples become mirrors, and what you see in your life is the reflection of your most consistent tone. You live within the echo of your own word. The rain of blessings. The word gold is vapor until it condenses. Each repetition builds density in the etheric sky, until the clouds of intention grow full. When they burst, they rain as blessings, golden encounters, opportunities, alignments. What you once spoke, now flows around you. The living breath of creation. Every breath is a bridge between spirit and matter. When you breathe gold, you are inhaling abundance. When you exhale gold, you are sending it into creation. This rhythm awakens the cloud above, the divine storehouse of mirrored vibration, and soon, the breath you gave returns as the life you live. The hidden architecture of speech. The words you repeat are blueprints of energy. Every sound carves patterns into the unseen fabric. When you repeat the word gold, you are building a golden corridor, a path for light to travel through dimensions, delivering wealth and beauty to your earthly self. The law of resonant return. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is the map of resonance. Ask, and the vibration ascends. Seek, and it aligns with its likeness. Knock, and the portal opens. When you say gold, you are fulfilling all three. You ask by speaking, seek by feeling, and knock by believing. The whisper that shapes matter. There is no idle word. Even your softest whisper sends ripples into eternity. When you murmur gold, the ether stirs. Invisible intelligences gather, responding to your tone. They sculpt new possibilities in the field of time, and soon, those shapes become your golden experience. The field of echoes. You dwell within a field that repeats you. Every word you project bounces through eternity. When you say gold, it travels through light, turns in the stillness, and returns magnified. The more you speak it with heart, the faster its orbit, until it becomes a steady presence around you. The golden cloud above. There is a cloud above every awakened soul, woven from the threads of spoken prayer. When you repeat the word gold, those threads ignite. Light floods the inner dimensions, portals shimmer open. And soon, that golden cloud begins to rain its essence into time. The word as messenger. Your words are messengers clothed in vibration. When you repeat the word gold, that messenger travels to realms unseen, delivering your intention to the etheric hosts of manifestation. They receive it, magnify it, and send it back, as experience, a living reply from the invisible. The conscious boomerang. Every word is a circle of creation. When gold leaves you, it never ceases to move. It circles through dimensions, collecting harmony, building density, until it returns as golden fortune. What you give to the word, you meet again. The ether responds to faith. Faith charges the word with divine intelligence. When you repeat the word gold with belief, the ether itself begins to organize around your vibration. Reality reconfigures in reverence to your faith, and portals open, revealing the timelines where abundance already exists. The return of divine speech. Your voice is the echo of the divine word that began creation. Every repetition of gold reawakens that Genesis within you. It ascends as light, traverses the etheric clouds, and returns through the gates of synchronicity. When it arrives, your world glows. Golden experiences flow in endless, perfect sequence. The etheric echo. When you speak, the ether remembers. Each syllable travels upward, rippling through unseen atmospheres. The word gold becomes light, rising, shimmering, opening golden gates within the cloud of consciousness. What you project returns as experiences, sculpted from the sound of your own voice. The celestial boomerang. Ask, and it is given. Speak, and it is shaped. Every word leaves your lips like a boomerang of light, ascending into etheric realms, gathering reflections of your vibration. When it returns, it brings gifts, circumstances, people, opportunities, born from your frequency of thought. The cloud of living words above you is a vault of living language, a celestial library of sound. Each word you utter becomes a key, unlocking unseen doors. When you whisper gold, the clouds shimmer with response, and through their portals flow experiences painted in radiant gold. Golden breath, golden light. Breathe the word gold as prayer. Let it float from your lungs like incense, curling through unseen dimensions. In the higher realms, it becomes form, coins of light, radiant auras, divine alignments, then returns to you, drawn by the magnetism of your belief. The voice that shapes worlds. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is a divine equation, asking equals manifestation. Every word is a seed. When spoken with intention, it roots in the soil of the unseen, grows through the etheric mist, and blooms within your timeline as the mirror of your tone. Portals of the spoken word. Each repetition of gold opens another portal in the etheric sky. These are gateways of resonance, where vibrations become visible. Soon, synchronicities appear like golden threads weaving through your day, proving that heaven has heard you. The kingdom in the clouds. The kingdom of God hovers within the clouds of vibration above and within you. Your words are offerings to this kingdom. They ascend, activate, and descend as miracles clothed in physical form. The law of celestial return. Nothing uttered is ever lost. Every sound, every whisper, is etched into the ether. The word gold gathers momentum in celestial corridors, then circles back, carrying fragments of divine abundance that magnetize your material reality. The golden current. As you repeat gold, feel it resonate through your chest, ascend your throat, and travel beyond your crown. It becomes a current of golden plasma, spiraling into heaven's matrix, where thought and sound fuse into destiny. From there, wealth begins to flow back toward you. The mirror of heaven. Heaven listens in mirrors. What you send forth reflects back through the light of divine geometry. The repetition of gold paints those mirrors with luminous design. When you open your eyes, reality itself begins to shimmer in correspondence. The language of angels. Your words are angelic instruments. When spoken in faith, angels lift them upward into the etheric cloud, decode their vibration, and return them as events of matching tone. Repeat the word gold, and they craft golden pathways before your feet. Etheric rain. Every spoken word condenses in the etheric sky. When you repeat gold in gratitude, you seed the heavens. Soon, it rains back upon your life as opportunity, prosperity, illumination. Each droplet reflects the light of your inner voice. Unseen architecture. The ether is a builder. It constructs realities from your repeated words. Each utterance of gold becomes a beam of radiant structure, forming corridors of fortune and halls of grace that you will soon walk through in your waking life. The living return. Words live, move, and return. When you repeat the word gold, it becomes a living entity, clothed in luminous intelligence, traveling outward, touching unseen worlds, and returning as a messenger carrying blessings from the realms of sound. The spiral of divine reciprocation. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 is the law of sacred reciprocation. Ask, and it shall be given. Speak, and it shall be shaped. Each word spirals into infinity, gathering energy, then returns multiplied. When you repeat the word gold with faith, the spiral turns in your favor, returning wealth, wisdom, and warmth from the infinite. The law of the returning word. Each word you breathe is a request carved into light. When spoken, it travels into the etheric clouds, those vast celestial reservoirs of vibration, and gathers matter to match its meaning. When you repeat gold, you are shaping destiny in syllables. Soon, it returns like a boomerang gilded with heaven's reflection. The golden frequency. The repetition of gold is frequency incarnate. Every time it leaves your lips, it creates a harmonic bridge to celestial dimensions. In that bridge, portals open, and from them pour streams of golden light that ripple through your timeline, drawing experiences luminous and blessed. The word as portal. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 whispers, "Ask and it shall be given." Asking is vibration. The word you repeat becomes the door you knock upon in the unseen. When gold is spoken with awareness, you are knocking upon gates of radiance, and the heavens answer with golden manifestations. Celestial cause and return. Every utterance circles back. Each sound wave folds upon itself like divine geometry. Repeat the word gold, and the word flies outward like a golden dove, ascending through layers of ether until it reaches the cloud realm. There it multiplies, gathering reflections of prosperity before descending again to you. Etheric rain of blessings. Your words become the condensation of thought. When you repeat gold, you are sending moisture into the heavens. In time, it rains back upon you, droplets of fortune, abundance, and radiant experiences that shimmer with the light of your own sound. The breath of creation. Every breath that carries the word gold stirs the etheric fabric of creation. The breath itself becomes the brushstroke, and the ether the canvas. What you breathe and repeat shapes the luminous art of your future, and the portrait painted is one of wealth and divine resonance. The sound that remembers. No word is ever forgotten by the universe. The etheric clouds record them all. When you repeat the word gold, that sound is catalogued in divine memory. It continues to vibrate across realms, calling forth like experiences that must find you, no matter where you stand. The living language of light. Words are intelligent beings. When you repeat gold, you are invoking a living spirit whose essence is luminosity and abundance. It rises into the heavens and returns, as shimmering opportunities aligned with your voice. The spiral of manifestation. When you say gold, the sound spirals upward, carrying your intent into the higher ethers. There, it collides with divine substance and begins its descent, clothed in form, manifesting as golden experiences, serendipitous wealth, and radiant alignment within your personal field. The divine boomerang of sound. Your words are divine boomerangs. When cast into the ether, they curve through infinity and return with the weight of what they have gathered. Repeat the word gold and it returns carrying treasures unseen, experiences luminous, and events colored with golden synchronicity. Heaven's echo chamber. The clouds are echo chambers of the divine word. When you speak, they reverberate with your tone. Repeating gold sets these chambers ringing with brilliance, and the echo travels back to earth as waves of financial ease and celestial opportunity. The magnetic field of the spoken word. Each word generates a magnetic pulse. The more you repeat gold, the more its frequency strengthens around you. Soon your aura glows golden, and you begin attracting reflections of that vibration, wealth, warmth, and wondrous connections, all orbiting your word-made field. The word becomes flesh just as divine speech formed creation. Your speech continues creation within your world. When you repeat the word gold, the invisible word becomes visible matter. Opportunities, ideas, and blessings clothed in gold appear, proving that the etheric realm is responsive to your sound. The cloud of prosperous light above every being floats, an etheric cloud, alive, reflective, and responsive. The words you speak rise into this cloud and charge it with your vibration. Repeat the word gold and the cloud turns luminous, and from its portals descend golden rains of opportunity and divine provision. The return of the word. The Bible verse Matthew 7:7 reveals a sacred loop: ask and it returns. Knock and it opens. Speak and it manifests. The words you send forth never vanish, they orbit you until fulfilled. Repeat the word gold, and watch as life begins to mirror the brilliance of that vibration, arranging golden pathways in your destiny. Abundance. When you speak abundance, the sound ascends like a golden ladder into the etheric clouds. Each syllable opens a portal through which sequences of plenty begin to flow. You are embodying the frequency, and reality responds with mirrored streams of prosperity. Wealth. The word wealth vibrates in layers of unseen light. Each repetition sends ripples through the celestial currents. The clouds above respond, crystallizing your intention into tangible patterns, returning experiences aligned with the richness of your projection. Prosperity. Prosperity is a key to hidden chambers in the ether. As you breathe it, the portals open wider. Events, people, and opportunities begin to align like stars along a luminous path, returning to you as radiant sequences of success. Gold. As in the sacred principle, gold ascends as living light. The clouds shimmer, forming golden gates. Each repetition draws abundance through these gates, weaving radiant moments into your timeline, demonstrating the living reciprocity of your speech. Fortune. Fortune rides upon your vocal frequency, spinning into the etheric spheres. There it gathers momentum, swirling in currents of possibility, then returns in golden sequences, unexpected windfalls, auspicious meetings, and synchronistic blessings. Opulence. The word opulence vibrates like a crystal in space. As you speak it, portals of refined energy open, releasing threads of luxurious experiences that weave seamlessly into your timeline. Each utterance increases the density of abundance around you. Radiance. Radiance carries the warmth of divine favor. When projected repeatedly, the etheric clouds above respond, radiating light-filled opportunities into your life. The golden experiences that return illuminate paths to material and spiritual prosperity alike. Treasure. Treasure becomes a beacon for experience. Each repetition ascends through unseen dimensions, calling forth what aligns with your intention. Soon, experiences, hidden until now, unfold into visible form, as if the universe itself remembers your desire. Jewel. When you breathe jewel, a portal opens to inner dimensions of beauty and abundance. The etheric clouds ripple, casting golden patterns into your life, revealing blessings that are rare, precious, and perfectly timed. Riches. Riches flows from your lips like a river of living light. Each iteration ascends and resonates in the cloud realm, returning in forms that match its vibration: financial ease, valuable connections, and sequences of fortuitous events. Flourish. The word flourish opens gates of growth. Your repeated utterance sends ripples into the ether, where unseen forces respond. Soon, your timeline aligns with sequences of expansion, abundance, and prosperity that feel both natural and inevitable. Elevation. Elevation carries upward momentum. Speak it and feel the vibration lifting circumstances into higher alignment. Portals open in the cloud above, and golden experiences descend, showing how the ascent of your word mirrors the ascent of your life. Affluence. Affluence is a luminous key. Repeating it projects into etheric clouds, unlocking corridors filled with opportunities and experiences of wealth. The universe mirrors the tone you set, creating sequences of prosperity that move like a river toward you. Bounty. Each time you breathe bounty, portals open through layers of subtle reality. What you project ascends, multiplies, and returns as tangible sequences of generosity, abundance, and wealth, flowing into your life with the rhythm of your vibration. Treasure of light. Treasure of light is a sacred phrase that ascends, opening multidimensional gates above you. The repeated vibration calls forth sequences of illumination, material blessing, and golden alignment, demonstrating the living intelligence of words as boomerangs. Gold. When you whisper gold, the word rises like sunlight through the ether. It pierces the veil of the clouds and opens radiant portals to dimensions of divine prosperity. Each syllable returns as a glimmer in your timeline, a reflection of your golden thought forming into experience. Grace. When you breathe grace, it ascends like soft light through the invisible heavens. It creates ripples in the etheric clouds, opening portals of ease and divine favor. Soon, experiences of effortless alignment begin to unfold, blessings returning gently, like doves carrying gifts of peace and provision. Light. The word light climbs the stairways of the unseen. As it enters the etheric clouds, they shimmer into gateways of illumination. Through these openings, experiences of clarity, truth, and abundance descend into your life, returning the brightness of your spoken sound. Wealth. Speak wealth and feel it rise as a living current. The clouds above hum in response, forming crystalline chambers where abundance is stored in potential. Through those chambers, sequences of prosperity pour into your life by resonance. Glory. When glory leaves your lips, it becomes a trumpet in the heavens. The etheric clouds open as golden gates, and divine radiance begins to descend. The universe mirrors this vibration back to you, clothing your life in luminous blessings and visible honor. Heaven. Whisper heaven, and your breath becomes a bridge between dimensions. The word travels upward, opening radiant corridors in the etheric clouds. Through these openings, celestial experiences of wealth, peace, and harmony pour into your earthly timeline like gentle rain. Diamond. Speak diamond and the vibration ascends like a prism of living light. In the etheric clouds, it multiplies, refracting infinite colors of prosperity. What returns to you is clarity, value, and divine precision, manifestations cut and polished by the wisdom of your word. Flow. When you breathe flow, the ether itself responds. The clouds begin to swirl and open as portals of movement. Through them, wealth flows like a living river, guided by your intention, returning to you as experiences of effortless abundance. Eden. Say Eden and the sound becomes a seed in the higher realms. The etheric clouds part, revealing gardens of divine perfection. From those gardens descend experiences of harmony, provision, and beauty, restoring your reality to the vibration of paradise. Light body. When you repeat light body, the word spirals upward like sacred fire. The etheric clouds shimmer, recognizing your intention to align with divine substance. What descends are experiences of radiant health, wealth, and manifestation, echoing the purity of the light you invoked. Harmony, speak harmony, and the word rises as music in the ether. The clouds open, forming portals that pulse to your tone. What returns are experiences of balance, flow, and financial alignment, where every resource moves in rhythm with divine orchestration. Emerald, whisper emerald, and the sound becomes an alchemical code. It ascends to the etheric clouds, opening gateways of growth and renewal. Prosperity returns as green waves of opportunity, as life itself expands through your field with the pulse of divine creation. Kingdom, when you speak kingdom, you awaken the authority of divine law. The etheric clouds part in recognition, revealing the architecture of abundance. What descends are experiences of order, dominion, and provision, blessings mirroring your spoken sovereignty. Radiance utter radiance, and the ether responds in luminous chords. The clouds become mirrors of divine beauty. Through their openings, financial blessings shimmer forth, bright opportunities, glowing pathways, and golden coincidences aligning within your field. Infinity, when you breathe infinity, your word spirals into eternity. It touches the endless cloud realms and opens infinite corridors of return. Prosperity begins to arrive without end, a continuous unfolding of experiences, looping back to you through the boomerang of your own divine speech. Silver, when you speak silver, the vibration ripples like moonlight upon celestial waters. The sound rises through invisible clouds, weaving paths of reflection and intuition. Soon, experiences of graceful income and luminous clarity return, silvered by divine timing. Faith, whisper faith, and it spirals upward like a column of light. In the etheric clouds it becomes a seed of certainty. From that seed, portals of divine provision open. What returns to your life is the evidence of unseen supply now made visible. Mercy, when you utter mercy, the sound softens the heavens. The clouds part into gentle chambers of compassion. Through them descend experiences of forgiveness and unexpected blessing, financial, emotional, and spiritual, born of divine kindness mirrored back to you. Crowns say crown, and a radiant ring forms in the upper ether. Each repetition polishes its gold. Soon, experiences of honor, recognition, and dignified prosperity manifest, descending through that golden portal you yourself have activated. Flow, speak flow, and the sound becomes liquid light. The etheric clouds open as streaming currents of abundance. All that was stagnant begins to move, wealth travels effortless through the channels your vibration carved in the unseen. Pearl, when you breathe pearl, the word turns within the clouds like naka forming around light. Each utterance refines your timeline, returning experiences of inner worth and tangible value, wealth born of patience and divine craftsmanship. Freedom, whisper freedom, and it soars beyond form. The ether responds by dissolving the veils of limitation. Experiences of release, financial and spiritual, descend as you remember that provision expands wherever the soul is unbound. Blessing, each time you say blessing, the clouds vibrate in gratitude. Portals open, showering light in rhythmic waves. The same energy you send upward now returns multiplied, materializing as generosity, increase, and divine favor. Harmony, speak harmony, and a celestial chord hums in the ether. The clouds become resonant mirrors. Through them come experiences where money, purpose, and peace align, prosperity sung in tune with your highest frequency. Sunrise, when you whisper sunrise, your word paints the heavens with renewal. The etheric clouds blaze open as gateways of opportunity. Soon your timeline brightens, new income, new beginnings, golden expansions returning from the dawn you invoked. Jewel utter jewel, and the vibration facets itself into light. In the clouds it multiplies, forming crystalline portals of worth. Experiences of beauty, value, and refinement descend, each one a gem cut by your own consciousness. Temple. When you repeat temple, the ether arranges itself into sacred geometry. Through those shapes, divine order manifests. Prosperity returns as stability, homes secured, ventures protected, abundance built upon sacred foundation. River. Say river, and your breath becomes movement. The clouds open like tributaries of shimmering mist. From them, experiences of continual inflow appear, finances circulating freely, mirroring the eternal current you have spoken into being. Star. Whisper star, and the word ignites the heavens. In the etheric clouds, constellations of potential awaken. What returns are luminous opportunities and guiding lights, each golden moment a reflection of your spoken brilliance. Miracle. When you breathe miracle, the syllables spiral beyond reason. The clouds shimmer, rearranging laws and timelines. Then, experiences that defy logic begin to appear, financial openings, synchronicities, and divine surprises, each one the boomerang of your faith made sound. Gold. When you breathe the word gold, you breathe radiance into the invisible. The syllables spiral upward into the etheric clouds, opening shimmering gates where golden light descends like divine rain. Each utterance creates a reflection of wealth in motion, golden coincidences, golden people, golden pathways, all drawn back to you through the echo of your spoken vibration. Grace. Whisper grace, and the air bends around you in celestial softness. The sound rises like incense, weaving through luminous clouds until it returns as gentle opportunities and unforeseen blessings. Every repetition of grace summons divine orchestration, invisible hands rearranging reality in your favor. Abundance. Each breath that carries the word abundance shapes etheric architecture above your life. The clouds receive it as command and mirror it through unfolding realities, overflowing provision, magnetic alignment, and the rhythmic pulse of more than enough. To speak abundance is to open a wellspring in heaven that mirrors its reflection in matter. Light. Say light, and behold, unseen dimensions awaken. The vibration ascends like lightning into the divine firmament and fractures darkness into revelation. The word returns as illumination within your thoughts, clarity in your path, and radiance in your aura. You become what you have spoken, luminous, aware, awake. Peace. When the word peace leaves your lips, it travels like a dove into higher realms. It hovers in the clouds until the atmosphere of your life aligns to receive it. Then, as though the heavens exhale, stillness begins to manifest in the people, places, and thoughts around you. The world rearranges itself to mirror your calm. Prosperity. Each repetition of prosperity sends ripples through invisible networks of divine energy. The clouds record your frequency and begin weaving it into your future timeline. The word itself becomes a messenger, carrying your intent into the realms where energy condenses into opportunity, clients, growth, and gold. Faith. To whisper faith is to launch light into the unseen. It spirals upward like a prayer encoded with trust, calling forth evidence where none existed. Faith returns as synchronicity, as answers to questions you have not yet asked, as doors that open of their own accord. Divine. When you repeat the word divine, your vibration harmonizes with the eternal field. The syllables rise into the celestial archives and open radiant pathways through which higher intelligence moves. The more you speak it, the more your life begins to shimmer with cosmic precision. Love. Each time you breathe love, the clouds of consciousness receive the warmth of your essence. The word ascends as pure light and returns multiplied, as kindness, opportunities, magnetic relationships, and gentle miracles. The universe, attuned to your sound, whispers back the same frequency. Wealth. When you declare wealth, you awaken the celestial currents of creation. The word rises like molten gold through the etheric winds, opening shimmering portals through which financial blessings descend. The echo of your declaration becomes momentum, the universe rearranging to sustain your opulence. Harmony. The sound of harmony vibrates like sacred geometry through the heavens. As you project it, the word arranges the particles of your reality into perfect proportion, relationships balance, timing synchronizes, and life becomes a song written by the divine. Joy. Speak joy and release laughter into the ethers. It rises as light-filled resonance, opening radiant portals that shimmer with new vitality. The clouds reflect your laughter back into the timeline as spontaneous blessings and serendipities that remind you of heaven's playfulness. Miracle. Each utterance of miracle is a call to the supernatural. The word itself carries keys that unlock the inner heavens. When spoken, it rises and echoes through dimensions, summoning unexplainable alignments that return like golden currents of favor. Blessing. When you breathe blessing, you release angelic codes into the ether. The sound crystallizes into forms of kindness, opportunity, and expansion. The clouds hold your words until the perfect moment, then rain them back into your world as divine increase. Creation. To whisper creation is to stand beside the voice of God. The word moves like thunder through the etheric realms, awakening dormant fields of possibility. Each repetition opens another layer of divine architecture, new ideas, wealth, and manifestations returning like echoes from eternity. Gold. When you whisper gold, the syllables gleam and rise, spiraling upward through invisible corridors. They gather in the clouds as radiant orbs, opening golden doorways to experiences of wealth, beauty, and divine opulence. Each echo of gold returns as opportunities, blessings, and luminous success, bathing your path in golden light. Light. When you breathe light, you awaken the ancient voice of illumination. The word floats into celestial chambers, reflecting back as clarity, vision, and guidance. Every repetition pierces the fog of uncertainty, returning as revelation, your reality now painted with radiant awareness. Grace. Whisper grace, and the air bends with softness. The word travels through the ether as a gentle current, smoothing timelines and healing unseen patterns. When it returns, life unfolds with ease, divine timing aligning each step with silent perfection. Faith. When you speak faith, the unseen begins to listen. The word ascends like a beam into the heavens, opening portals of manifestation. Soon, what once seemed impossible begins to appear as the echo of your spoken certainty. Love. Say love, and the universe turns toward you. The syllables rise as a fragrance, sweet and magnetic, drawing experiences that mirror your affection. Through every repetition, the atmosphere becomes softer, and the world reflects your kindness back as beauty. Abundance. When you breathe abundance, the ether awakens. It rises to form luminous bridges between your desire and its divine reflection. The clouds begin to shimmer, and from them descend symbols of plenty, opportunities, resources, and inner wealth. Peace. Whisper peace, and watch as the sound stills invisible tides. The vibration glides through etheric clouds and returns as calm moments, harmonious relationships, and restful nights. You attract serenity by the same sound that you send into heaven. Prosperity. When prosperity leaves your lips, the word becomes a beacon of magnetism. It ascends to celestial vaults where angelic forces weave its energy into form. When it returns, it brings expansion, creativity, and wealth that matches your spoken tone. Truth. When you utter truth, the clouds themselves seem to clear. The word becomes a sword of light, cutting through illusion. Its return is revelation, a stream of insight guiding you toward authentic alignment and financial purity. Glory, speak glory, and the word thunders softly into divine space. It opens portals of majesty, where every event in your life begins to shine with purpose. When the echo returns, you walk in radiant confidence, wealth and wonder cloaking your aura. Divine, when you say divine, your breath becomes a bridge between heaven and earth. The word ascends as a shimmering code, unlocking higher dimensions of order and design. Soon, divine orchestration fills your timeline, each encounter perfectly aligned with grace. Blessing, whisper blessing, and unseen beings begin to move. The ether receives your tone as an offering and mirrors it back through favor, kindness, and support. Your word becomes the seed, and its harvest, a life drenched in benevolence. Creation, when you say creation, you invoke the original spark. The word lifts into the cosmic field, weaving your intentions into new shapes of reality. Every repetition expands your influence in the fabric of the quantum, and life begins to echo your imagination. Miracle, speak miracle, and you stir divine intervention. The sound rises as a signal to higher dimensions, summoning alignment and wonder. Soon, time bends, doors open, and events shift, the unseen responding to the word you dared to project. Heaven, when you breathe heaven, the skies within you part. The vibration ascends into its own reflection, awakening portals of purity and abundance. When it returns, it brings the fragrance of paradise, your life unfolding as a mirror of celestial order. Gold, when you breathe the word gold, its vibration rises into radiant chambers of the ether. There it ripples across the clouds, forming golden lattices of abundance. As the word circles back, life begins to shimmer with opportunity, gilded coincidences glinting in your path. Gold returns to the one who speaks it with reverence. Light, the word light moves like a current of dawn. It travels upward, piercing the veils of unseen dimensions, awakening luminous pathways. When it descends again, it fills your mind with illumination, clarity in thought, purity in intention, brilliance in creation. Each repetition makes you a vessel of divine radiance. Grace, whisper grace, and its energy flows as a silver wind. It glides through the etheric sea, softening timelines, smoothing jagged patterns of resistance. When grace returns, it carries with it a harmony that arranges all things into perfect alignment. You begin to live within the rhythm of divine ease. Wealth, speak wealth, and the sound becomes a seed in the cloud of creation. It gathers celestial particles of form, density, and attraction. As it returns, it materializes through synchronicities, flowing connections, and magnetic manifestations. You feel its current, steady, expanding, eternal. Peace, when peace is spoken, the ether stills. The word expands outward like concentric ripples across a cosmic lake. When it returns, it brings a field of equilibrium that dissolves anxiety and anchors prosperity. Peace is the fertile soil where all blessings grow. Glory, say glory, and it rises like a beam of sacred fire. It ascends into the heavens, igniting the divine memory of who you truly are. When it returns, the light of your own majesty begins to project into the world, others see your brilliance reflected in their gaze. Divine, whisper divine, and a gate opens within. The sound rises to the etheric dome where the eternal patterns dwell. When it returns, every experience becomes an echo of sacred design, perfect, ordered, luminous with intelligence. Abundance, repeat abundance, and the universe listens. The syllables spiral upward, forming radiant networks in the invisible field. Soon, blessings flow like rivers, the ether responding to the vibration of sufficiency you have launched into it. You are the mirror of your spoken word. Joy say joy, and it becomes a song within the ether. It travels into the upper realms where laughter is light and resonance is creation. When it returns, it brings experiences that lift the heart, reminders that all creation is play, and prosperity is divine delight. Faith speak faith, and your sound ascends like an anchor cast into heaven. It links your consciousness to unseen substance. When it returns, it brings manifestations built upon trust, proof that what was spoken in belief now stands in form. Heaven whisper heaven, and the space above you becomes aware. The syllables ripple through higher planes, summoning harmony, order, and divine beauty. When it returns, heaven expresses through you, in your relationships, your prosperity, your peace. Miracle say miracle, and a radiant spiral ascends into the cloud realms. It opens invisible doors where possibilities rearrange themselves. When it returns, the impossible bends, and the ordinary transforms, the universe responding to your word with wonder. Love when you breathe love, it rises as fragrance in the etheric garden. It blooms across dimensions, touching lives unseen. When it returns, it fills your atmosphere with kindness, favor, and magnetic charm, love attracting love in infinite forms. Power speak power, and your voice vibrates with authority. It rises into the etheric architecture, commanding order into existence. When it returns, circumstances align, doors open, and energy obeys, for power recognizes the one who speaks it from the heart. Blessing whisper blessing, and it travels as golden mist into the upper air. Each syllable creates a gate of giving and receiving. When it returns, your life becomes a stream of divine exchange, every gift multiplied, every act sanctified. The blessing you send is the blessing you become. Gold when you whisper gold, your word rises as light particles into the etheric sky. They merge with celestial clouds of creation, glowing with divine intelligence. Soon, they fall like golden rain upon your life, opportunities gilded with divine favor. The repetition of gold writes wealth into your atmosphere. Prosperity speak prosperity, and it begins to hum within the field. It ascends as an emerald wave, carrying your intention to the higher realms. There, it opens luminous doors where unseen helpers arrange your blessings. When it returns, the world mirrors your vibrational signature, prosperity flowing as reflection. Light whisper light, and the word becomes a bridge between heaven and thought. It pierces the shadowed layers of the unseen, igniting corridors of brilliance. When it returns, clarity appears, inspiration awakens, and paths unfold with ease. You have asked, and light has answered. Grace when you breathe grace, it travels as a silver thread through the clouds of divine intelligence. It untangles karmic knots, softens resistance, and opens the way of effortless blessing. When it returns, it brings mercy disguised as synchronicity, divine timing dressed as ease. Wealth repeat wealth in stillness, and it ascends as a tone of royal frequency. It vibrates in the etheric fields where abundance is architecture. When it returns, circumstances reconfigure themselves into patterns of increase. Your word has become the architect of your fortune. Heaven speak heaven, and the clouds respond. The vibration travels upward like incense, an offering of sound to divine order. When it returns, your world becomes lighter, more harmonic, more radiant with grace. Heaven mirrors itself through your eyes. Faith whisper faith, and it anchors your intention in invisible soil. It rises beyond logic, beyond doubt, entering the chambers where all forms are shaped. When it returns, it brings the evidence of things once unseen. The word faith turns imagination into manifestation. Peace breathe peace, and the sound calms the ether around you. It drifts upward like a tranquil cloud, soothing the celestial currents. When it returns, your timeline slows, aligns, and harmonizes. Peace becomes the quiet gravity that draws all good things to you. Diamond, repeat diamond, and your word crystallizes within the etheric clouds. It refracts the light of divine wisdom through your consciousness. When it returns, life begins to reflect brilliance, clarity, strength, and radiant value. Your experiences sparkle with divine precision. Love, whisper love, and the universe pauses to listen. The vibration ascends like a fragrance, weaving through dimensions. When it returns, it brings beauty in human form, generosity, and unseen protection. The word love multiplies itself endlessly. Glory, say glory, and your sound becomes a trumpet in the invisible. It rises to awaken dormant lights within the heavens. When it returns, it clothes your life in recognition, radiance, and divine esteem. You begin to walk in the reflection of what you have declared. Harvest, whisper harvest, and the ether hears your readiness. The vibration opens fields of stored potential in higher planes. When it returns, blessings gather swiftly, fruits of faith blooming into form. Your word has called the invisible crop into ripened manifestation. Crown, repeat crown, and golden rings form above you in the unseen. Your word spirals upward, activating the geometry of divine rulership. When it returns, confidence and divine authority flow through your being. You begin to see yourself as the sovereign of your destiny. Treasure, whisper treasure, and your voice becomes a key in the heavenly vault. It opens the chambers where your soul's inheritance is stored. When it returns, it carries resources, ideas, and divine appointments, all encoded in light. Your word has found the coordinates of your blessing. Miracle, speak miracle, and your breath ascends like starlight into the quantum sky. It touches dimensions where possibility bends. When it returns, it brings the rearrangement of reality, divine intervention cloaked in coincidence. You have knocked, and the doors of wonder open. Each word is a boomerang of creation, a celestial code written into the air by your voice. In the stillness after you speak, listen, for the echo returning from the etheric clouds is your own creation, clothed in divine form. Gold, when you whisper gold, the sound becomes sunlight woven into breath. It rises into the etheric clouds, shimmering in spirals of divine intelligence. The heavens open, and rays of golden light begin to weave through your timeline. Moments, people, and opportunities shimmer, each one a reflection of your spoken light. Abundance, breathe abundance softly. The word becomes a living current of emerald fire, ascending to the high clouds of the unseen. It circles through portals of the divine mind, gathering experiences of overflow. When it returns, your life begins to shimmer with effortless provision. Radiance, repeat radiance, and the ether responds. It is as if your breath paints light across invisible skies. Portals open, glowing like suns in the clouds of creation. Soon, radiant experiences descend, bright clients, a luminous income, golden recognition. Infinity, when you breathe infinity, the word expands beyond form. It travels through the upper etheric spheres, awakening portals of limitless possibility. When it returns, the borders of your life dissolve. Money, opportunities, and ideas flow in boundless rhythm, without end. Grace, whisper grace, and the syllables float upward like silver smoke. In the etheric clouds, they soften the fabric of destiny. When they return, everything aligns more easily, debts dissolve, doors open, and hearts yield. Grace becomes the invisible current guiding your abundance. Diamond, say diamond, and your voice becomes crystalline. The word ascends to the heavenly vault, where light refracts through spirit geometry. Portals open, scattering beams of brilliance across your timeline. What returns are moments of clarity, precision, and prosperity cut from divine facets. Glory repeat glory, and the heavens listen. The word becomes a trumpet in the clouds, summoning beams of divine remembrance. When it returns, your aura glows with sacred wealth, honor, recognition, elevation. Your life begins to mirror the brilliance you invoked. Flow breathe flow as a wave of soft sound. It rises into the etheric rivers that run through the clouds of heaven. They open, shimmering with movement and liquidity. Soon, money, opportunities, and peace begin to glide into your life, unforced, unhindered. Sapphire whisper sapphire, and the vibration enters the blue heavens. It opens portals of deep wisdom and spiritual royalty. When it returns, serenity, stability, and divine protection appear. Your finances begin to reflect calm confidence, like wealth made of sky. Freedom speak freedom, and the word becomes a wind. It soars upward through the ether, sweeping away the veils of limitation. The clouds open into radiant space. When it returns, your life is rearranged, debts lifted, paths cleared, blessings set free. Light when you whisper light, it remembers. It travels to the cloud realm where the word first became form. There it gathers particles of divine intelligence. When it returns, your inner and outer worlds align in brilliance, revealing hidden wealth. Blessing repeat blessing, and your breath becomes incense. It floats upward into the etheric temples, opening luminous corridors in the clouds. When it returns, it rains, coins of light, kindness, and favor falling upon every area of your life. You become both the sender and receiver of celestial generosity. Opulence say opulence, and your word wears royal robes. It ascends to the golden halls of the divine treasury. Portals open, releasing radiant sequences of luxury, comfort, and ease. When it returns, even the ordinary glows with majesty. Harmony whisper harmony, and your sound becomes music in the ether. It rises through the clouds, tuning the instruments of reality. When it returns, every note of your timeline, finances, relationships, health, plays in divine accord. Prosperity becomes the song of your being. Miracle repeat miracle, and your breath bends time. The word rises through the etheric atmosphere into dimensions where laws are rewritten. There it gathers rare possibilities, shimmering with divine voltage. When it returns, reality shifts, financial openings, unexpected help, sequences of wonder. Every sacred word you speak is a seed of sound, a living frequency that climbs through the clouds of the unseen. It opens portals that mirror your intent and returns, as blessings arranged by the echo of your own voice. Gold when you repeat the word gold, the sound shimmers with divine memory. It ascends like sunlight through etheric clouds, forming radiant portals in the higher planes. Golden energies begin to spiral downward through time, projecting experiences of brilliance, success, and divine recognition. Your life begins to gleam with the light of what you have spoken. Heaven whisper heaven, and the breath itself becomes a key. The word ascends to celestial gates hidden in luminous mist. There, it unlocks portals of serenity, purity, and higher alignment. As it returns, heavenly order infuses your reality, calm, clarity, and divine orchestration. Wealth breathe wealth as a sacred current. The vibration rises into etheric clouds, weaving pathways through unseen dimensions of creation. Portals open in response to your sound, releasing sequences of prosperity. Soon, wealth in all forms, spiritual, material, emotional, descends through your life like soft rain. Light speak light, and the cosmos listens. Your word travels upward, awakening portals of divine intelligence in the upper atmosphere of consciousness. When it returns, light rearranges your timeline, illuminating hidden opportunities, revealing pathways, dissolving shadows. Every cell begins to mirror what you spoke. Truth whisper truth, and the vibration pierces the veil. It ascends like a sword of sound into the etheric realms, slicing through illusion. When it returns, clarity follows, falsehoods fall away. Your reality becomes crystalline, only that which aligns with divine order can remain. Peace repeat peace, and your voice becomes water. It rises gently through the etheric clouds, smoothing the turbulence of unseen winds. Portals open, releasing serenity into your existence. When peace returns, your environment begins to mirror your stillness, calm faces, quiet spaces, gentle wealth. Love say love, and the word becomes a spiral of rose light. It ascends through the etheric heavens, awakening portals of compassion and divine magnetism. When it returns, every person and experience reflects the warmth of your projection. Love becomes the mirror through which you perceive all creation. Silver when you breathe silver, the tone vibrates like moonlight. It rises into the etheric spheres, opening gateways of intuition, purity, and emotional flow. As it returns, silvery blessings appear, refined thoughts, gentle wealth, inner balance. Your aura becomes a mirror of polished grace. Creation whisper creation, and your word enters the blueprint of existence. It ascends into the etheric workshop of divine imagination. Portals open, and ideas begin to take form in your physical world. The echo of what you spoke shapes itself into projects, opportunities, and divine manifestations. Joy speak joy, and laughter rises like golden pollen into the clouds of light. Portals open that shimmer with color and rhythm. When it returns, sequences of delight unfold, music, laughter, abundance, and radiant connections. Joy multiplies where joy is named. Crown say crown, and the vibration spirals upward through the head into heaven's vault. It touches portals of divine authority, awakening remembrance of your sovereignty. When it returns, confidence and magnetism arise. You begin to rule your timeline as one aligned with the frequency of divine royalty. River whisper river, and your word becomes movement. It ascends through the etheric layers, tracing luminous paths of flow. When it returns, life begins to move again. Money flows, energy circulates, inspiration renews. Every obstruction dissolves into effortless motion. Fire speak fire, and the ether stirs. Your word ascends as a spark into the celestial forge, igniting portals of transformation. When it returns, new beginnings arise from ashes, passion is rekindled. Everything unaligned burns away, leaving purified wealth behind. Temple when you whisper temple, the sound builds in sacred geometry. It ascends into the etheric blueprints of divine architecture. Portals open, reflecting stability and inner sanctuary. When it returns, your home, body, and mind become holy vessels of abundance and balance. Miracle say miracle, and the vibration bends the laws of sequence. It rises into the etheric matrix, entering portals where divine rearrangement is born. When it returns, impossible things begin to unfold, gifts, alignments, synchronicities. Reality reshapes itself to match the frequency you invoked. Each sacred word is a seed of sound sent into the clouds of creation. Each portal opened is a mirror of divine intention, returning the vibration of your voice as living experience. You are the architect of resonance, the one who asks, seeks, and knocks, and through the living word, the heavens answer. Gold, breathe in deeply. Whisper gold softly. Imagine your word rising like sunlight through the clouds. See portals of golden light opening in the ether. Allow golden sequences of blessing to spiral back to you. Feel the warmth of abundance returning, shimmering. Golden moments manifesting in your timeline. Heaven, breathe in, whisper heaven. Your word floats upward, a key in the misty skies. Portals of serenity, clarity, and divine alignment open. See these portals sending reflections back, manifesting calm, harmony, and divine order in your life. Wealth, say softly. Wealth. The vibration rises, weaving through the etheric clouds. Portals of prosperity unfold. Opportunities, financial blessings, and divine favor spiral back to your timeline. Feel them arriving effortless. Light, whisper. Light. See it pierce the ether, opening luminous doors. Clarity returns, insight returns, paths illuminate before you. Your life reflects the brilliance of what you have called forth. Truth, speak truth. Watch the word cut through illusions in the clouds. Portals of clarity, honesty, and divine integrity open. Truth flows back, shaping your experiences, revealing what is real and aligned. Peace, breathe, whisper peace. Your word drifts like gentle water, smoothing the ether. Portals of serenity return, sequences of calm, ease, and effortless flow. Every corner of your life reflects the stillness you have invoked. Love, say softly. Love. Your word spirals upward as rose light. Portals of compassion, magnetism, and divine connection open. Love returns, filling your life with harmonious, abundant experiences. Silver, whisper silver. It rises like moonlight, opening portals of intuition and balance. Feel the silvery currents returning, bringing refined clarity, inner wealth, and calm confidence. Creation, say. Creation. See your word ascend into the blueprint of all things. Portals open, ideas, opportunities, and divine manifestations spiral back. Your timeline rearranges with precision and intention. Joy, breathe and whisper joy. Your word rises like golden pollen into etheric light. Portals open, experiences of delight, laughter, and abundance return. Your world begins to mirror your inner joy. Crown, speak crown. Feel the vibration spiral above, touching portals of divine sovereignty. Confidence, authority, and magnetism return. You feel aligned, radiant, and empowered in your timeline. River, whisper river. The word becomes movement, flowing upward through etheric channels. Portals open, allowing abundance, ideas, and energy to circulate freely. Flow returns effortless into your life. Fire, say fire. Your vibration rises, igniting portals of transformation. Old limitations dissolve, new sequences of abundance spark into being. Feel energy, passion, and divine power returning to you. Temple, whisper temple. Your word builds sacred architecture in the clouds. Portals of stability, sanctuary, and inner wealth open. Your life, body, and mind become vessels for abundance and balance. Miracle, breathe, say miracle. The word ascends into the realm where reality bends. Portals shimmer, possibilities multiply, divine sequences rearrange. Miracles return, manifesting as financial blessings, divine guidance, and unforeseen gifts. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy of all these words surrounding you, spiraling in the ether, returning as blessings, abundance, and divine alignment. Know that each word you speak, each word you repeat, is a living entity. It travels, it opens portals, it returns to mirror your intention. You are aligned. You are abundant. You are radiant. Carry the resonance of these sacred words with you. And know that the boomerangs of your vibration continue to return, endlessly, harmoniously, abundantly.